Maybe Pink Sparkles will rate us.
I don't know who that is, but sure.
Oh, why does that sound so familiar?
It's probably some cam streamer on Anthony's homepage.
Oh,
Tell me I'm
I
wrong.
believe.
Tell me I'm wrong,
I
Anthony.
believe. I believe
You
that
believe?
she is Asmongold's girlfriend.
Oh,
I was out here thinking it was like Captain Sparkles. And I was like, didn't that guy retire?
Captain True. I respect Asmongold for what he does. That guy, I don't know. I, he doesn't take care of himself. I'm trying to be respectful, right? I don't think he takes care of himself the best way he should.
Oh, they broke up. I didn't know that. They broke up in December.
Hmm.
How do you not know
Wait.
these things, Anthony?
Oh, wait, hold on. This is December 2019. The other thing said 2023. Oh, the article's from 2023. Why are you writing an article about two streamers that broke up 4 years ago?
Trying to stay relevant.
Here you are reading of it.
Damn, bro.
Trying to stay
But yeah,
relevant.
she was dating Asmongold for like a year and a half, it sounds like.
Good for them. I hope they're happier now.
Okay. Let me get some splash art videos.
I'm back.
Okay, welcome
back.
Thank you.
Happy Pi Day to everyone while it's still Pi Day. Except for Brian.
Happy Pi Day.
Came in late.
Except for me. What?
It's not Pi Day for you anymore.
Because Pi Day is over for you.
I wasn't saying Happy Pi Day to everyone except you. I was just saying Happy Pi Day. It's still Pi Day for everyone except you.
No, let's exclude him.
Or shunned. Shun the non-believer.
Shame, shame, shame.
It's just rounded up for him. You know?
True. Rounded pie.
Isn't every pie round?
Exactly. See?
Who made the square pie?
Square pie.
I mean, some cheesecakes are square, right? Don't you make some cheesecakes? I am a firm believer that cheesecake is 100% a pie. I know we call it a cake, but like, I think the difference for me between a cake and a pie is that the internal filling of a cake requires eggs, and you can make plenty of non-baked cheesecakes or no-baked cheesecakes without eggs.
Mm-hmm. You know, now that you pointed it out, I'm convinced.
Thank you.
You know what else I believe that's similar to that?
What's up?
What's that?
That hot dogs are sandwiches.
100%. Hot dogs are a sandwich. 100%.
All right. I'm taking away both of your inspiration.
Okay.
You can't uninspire me, Anthony. I'm 100% fully inspired.
Technically, he's the one that's getting inspired by us, or how's that work actually? When we get inspiration, is it because the DM feels inspired or we were inspired?
It's not inspire. I'm feeling unspired.
Unspired. Despired.
Despired.
Non-spired. Okay. So welcome back, everybody. Let's see. Last session, you guys were outfitted with cold winter gear, and you were sailed north along the Sword Coast, past Neverwinter and Luskin, and even Icewind Dale, up into the Sea of Moving Ice, which is a large area of glaciers that was the last known location of someone by the name of Makath the Crimson, who is a member of the Arcane Brotherhood, and despite its name, she is actually a female tiefling who is the resident expert on the Drakhorn. And this information was all given to you by Dala Silmerhelve, excuse me, who hosted you for an evening at her estate before your departure. Unfortunately, Arthur was unable to play his cards right that night, but you did notice that she was intentionally trying to avoid sharing too much information about how she knows of the Drakhorn and how she knows what happened to Makath the Crimson. So you can draw your own conclusions from that, but I believe it was Bryn who discovered that she wasn't being fully truth or at least fully forthcoming with everything. There was points in the conversation where she um, deliberately avoided answering certain questions about that and tried to redirect the conversation in a different direction. But nonetheless, some of you also got drunk, and in any event, it was a welcome reprieve from the long, hard months that you've spent tracking the cult down since your first meeting in Greenest. But you did make it to the Sea of Moving Ice, and you've spent now a week now, actually, looking for Oya Vigaton, which is the Isle of Eternity, um, in the Uluic language used by the ice hunters that are native to this region. Um, you have battled giant octopi. You have saved an ice hunter from a polar bear, and you have defeated 3 scrags most recently. You've also managed to save the guards that were helping you defend the ship and your lives as well. And the captain of the Frost Skimmer, alert, always fuck this up, Larusta Halfface, um, seems to admire your heroism and prowess in over the last week of your travels together. That being said, you have not yet located Oya Vigaton. The ice hunter that you did save informed you all that he kind of gave you a general direction and distance, but you haven't been able to actually locate it yet. And he did tell you that he was not a member of that particular tribe of ice hunters, but he did warn you to keep away from it. Obviously, um, that's not in the cards for you, but it does inform you as to, um, the fact that um, it's a dangerous place. That being said, we need to get an initiative order going for our roll. So why doesn't everybody go ahead and click on their tokens and roll for initiative?
Oh man.
We're fighting?
No, we are not.
Oh.
Herb.
Archimedes. Where's
Dance.
Archimedes?
I don't know. He
Good
didn't die.
question.
He didn't die this
He
time.
didn't die. I think he got covered up. Wasn't he up in the crow's nest somewhere?
Yeah. Well, on the ship, but I assume he was just in because we were woken up by the attack, right? The Skrells or whatever they're called.
The Scrags, yeah.
Scrag.
Yes, go ahead.
So we're looking for Koth?
Yes, you are looking for Makath. Let me just refresh your information on that as well. So, the Sea of Moving Ice was the last known location of the Drakhorn. Um, no one can pinpoint its present location from its sound, although you have felt it being sounded, even as far south as Waterdeep. Um, Nor can anyone even verify that the relic is actually still in the Northern Sea. But that is where the search must begin, because that is the last known location of Makath the Crimson, who is the resident expert on the Drakhorn. So you are searching for the Drakhorn by searching for Makath, both of which were last known to be up here in the Sea of Moving Ice, although Makath disappeared 3 years ago and hasn't been seen since. So the trail is cold both literally and figuratively.
Oh, it does advance. Wait, what? Oh, okay, I see now. Area did advantage.
Did we not find Archimedes? Is he not here? Doesn't matter.
I'm so sorry.
We'll
Were you talking to me? I had to I did a couple let go down.
I was just asking if you were able to find Archimedes' token.
On the map, no.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just pull one over. If I have.
I don't think you imported it from the last map over to this one.
Was he a part of our previous combats? I don't even remember.
He was on the ship when we were fighting in the middle of the ocean, if you recall, the octopodes. But
you don't have to roll initiative for him, but I dropped him next time.
Thank you.
Okay. Everybody has an order here. Let's go descending. All right, Bryn, you're up first. Why don't you go ahead and roll a d6 for me?
All right.
So we stopped at the end of the night of the 8th night, correct?
Yes, ending on the night 8, beginning of morning 9.
So that's morning, day 9. Go ahead and roll a d6, Leah. All right, Gore. All right, Ulfgar. Quinny.
Okay.
Arthur. Bryn.
That's me.
There we go.
Somebody
Okay.
rolled it, I think.
My turn to roll.
No way.
Have you guys seen the live action Beauty and the Beast?
No, I haven't. The one with Emma Granger.
Emma,
Or no, not what? Hello, Emma
Watson.
Watson.
You mean Hermione Granger? Yes.
Hermione Granger.
Emma
was
Watson.
played by Emma Watson.
Yeah, they added a new song.
My sister went to them.
You and your sister went?
My mom and my sister.
Oh, okay. It's pretty good. I mean, if you like Beauty and the Beast, it's fine. But they added a new song called Evermore. It's stuck in my head. I can't get it out. It's very, very good. You should listen to it.
Okay. On the morning of the 11th day, you've spent a full 10 day now searching the sea of moving ice. But on the morning of the 11th day, there is no mistaking the silhouette of the massive iceberg matching the description given by LaRusta, with a flattened expanse at one end rising to jagged peaks at the other. Your objective is now at hand. And there's some bad splash art, but
Do share the poor splash art, please.
yeah, this was kind of the best one I could find. Open tab, image tab, copy image, paste image, Discord, Rise of Tiamat, paste. So ignore the giant houses sticking out of the iceberg.
Okay.
So
That's kind of cool.
The iceberg rises from the sea to form a floating island. The portion of the iceberg above the water appears roughly triangular with rounded corners. The plateau portion of the iceberg rises more than 100 feet above the water, as the jagged ice peaks add another 200 feet above that. So it's a 300-foot tall, massive iceberg on the horizon.
300 foot, you said?
Yes.
How big is that bee underneath then?
Yeah, the jagged peaks at the top of the tallest peaks of the iceberg are approximately 300 feet above the water line. Um, as you get closer, you do see um, kind of a natural ice shelf where the ice hunters have beached several of their boats. The shelf itself is approximately 60 feet across, and it rises a few feet above sea level. Everybody go ahead and give me a perception check. Arthur, you can roll with advantage due to Archimedes.
Well, didn't matter anyway.
Yeah, let me see that bit. Oh, damn, off car sees.
Okay, where's the perception?
Ooh.
I'm blind. I'm busy dusting, I don't know, snow off of my shoes, I guess.
Okay. So Ulfgar, you are the first to spot um the fact that the ice shelf next to what from a distance what first appears to be um you know ice hunter boats. You do notice that there are boats there, but next to around littered around the boats there are large in fact enormous cracked bones, including what appear to be rib bones, which arch taller than a human.
Mhm. Could I tell what kind of bones they are? Or
Yeah, go ahead and well, are you proficient in nature by any chance?
uh,
I am. Fingers pointing at each other.
I guess I'll point it out to Bryn,
Okay.
since he would know.
A
So
little
Ulfgar
old me.
Ulfgar points out the presence of the bones, and as you guys are pulling up towards the ice shelf, Bryn is able to recognize the fact that the bones appear to be mostly from whales and huge
Mm.
seals.
Ooh.
Are there any actions you wish to take before you reach the ice shelf where the boats are docked?
Just to be clear, these aren't boats that belong to us, right? The only boat we have is the boat we're on.
We're on.
Yes, the frost skimmer,
Yes.
correct.
They were
These are
already docked or beached when we saw them.
Yeah, I mean, and we
yeah,
don't see any activity around the boats.
no, they're the ice shelf leads. It's kind of a natural beach where they dry dock the boats above the water line.
Sure.
But there's no creatures around that you can see. But you do see a large ice chasm which splits the cliff face beyond the beach. Um,
What about
and
any
there,
orange chasms? All right, never mind.
Orange.
Okay, so I'm trying to. So we.
What?
So this with this island, this floating island of ice, this iceberg, whatever, where the bottom, like the sea level portion of it, is kind of well, it's a beach, I guess. So you can dry dock. It's a flattened area that touches the water, and then beyond that, there's this like tiered structure. So it goes up how many feet? 200 feet, I guess, or whatever. I don't know, like 300 feet.
yeah. So the iceberg begins to jut upwards. The peaks of the jagged ice reach hundreds of feet high.
Okay.
But there is a kind of a
Okay,
chasm
so like
that
down the middle that we're seeing. So the boats are docked, and essentially just beyond that is this iceberg tunnel, essentially, that's like, hey, come in this way.
Yeah, it's not really a tunnel. It's more of
Yeah, I get
a
it, but it's a,
stairway.
okay, but it's cut through the ice.
Yeah, the ice chasm splits the cliff face above the shelf and rises up to the plateau. The chasm itself is approximately 20 feet wide near the bottom, but as it climbs, it gets narrower and narrower. The steps are cut into the ice, making it generally an easy climb as long as you're not in a hurry or in combat or anything.
Got it. Okay.
It's like here's a good kind of splash art for it that I found.
Where is it relative to us right now?
Copy image.
Like in the distance?
Yeah, you guys are kind of pulling up, to the iceberg at this point.
Okay.
You're not quite to the ice shelf yet, but
okay, yeah, got it.
Cool. But it's it's approaching quickly here as the 40 oarsmen push the frost skimmer closer and closer. Larusta can, delay your approach if you need time, but he looks to you to see if there's any preparations you want to make before landing.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to go ahead and take the. I mean, how in realistically, how much time is it going to take to get to there? I need like half an hour to start ritualizing everybody.
Yeah, that's fine. You guys see it on the horizon at the beginning of the morning, and it takes a
Okay.
while to row there. So if you have a plan to cast some rituals, beforehand, you'll have time to do that.
I definitely want to cast water breathing on everyone. So I using 10 minutes, I can cast water breathing as I'll just post it. There you go. Essentially, I grant everyone, well, up to 10 people around me with water breathing. So the whole party, including Archimedes, I guess, will be able to breathe underwater.
Wait, can I test it now?
Say that again.
Can you test it now? Sure. You want to jump in the ice cold water? Or just drag your head in it?
But it does last 24 hours. So there's that. And then as we get closer, I guess, I'll go ahead.
Real quick before you move on, are there any other creatures that you want to include in that besides the 7 of you?
I mean, I guess I would like to ask Larusta if they're sending a party with us, or are any of their group coming, or are they going to stay on the ship? Or what? I don't know what their whole job was. Was it just to escort us, or do they have a mission here as well?
Yeah, so his task is to deliver you to the iceberg and deliver you back to Waterdeep when you're done with your investigation on the Drakhorn. His men will stay on the ship unless you need one of them to help you translate the Uluic language.
So I have comprehend language, so I'd rather not risk one of his guys to do that. It is another ritual spell, it only lasts an hour, but that's what I was going to say. As we get closer, I'll go ahead and start the ritual for comprehend languages. But I don't mind bestowing him, and like a few others, water breathing as well if they want it or need it.
Okay. So he and 2 of his best soldiers agreed to accept the blessing of your patron and maximize the usage of your water breathing spell.
Okay.
Hopefully, hoping that they won't need it, but
then yeah, I mean I think that's really all that's important for me. Okay. I've got Archimedes. Detect magic only lasts 10 minutes, so that's not useful. Is there anything that we need to take with us? Like, do we need further supplies? Okay, I don't need Tinser's floating disc then. That's really my only question.
Okay.
It only lasts an hour anyway too. So I think we're good here. I think I'm good here as far as preparations go. So everyone can breathe in water, and then as we get closer, I'll be able to comprehend languages.
Okay, perfect. So you begin your ritualistic casting of water breathing well in advance, knowing that the spell lasts 24 hours. And as you get closer, you try to time the casting of comprehend languages. Larusta is glad that he doesn't have to, send his translator with you guys, and he promises to defend the boat as best as he can and await your return. As you pull onto the beach, the men jump off the boat and dock it, staking it out on the ice so that it can't really shift or rock too much. Um, and you guys get a better look at the bones that are on the beach. Up close, you see um, that the bones have tooth marks from some kind of gigantic predator that has a monstrous bite. Um,
That could be.
Furthermore, examining the bones reveals not only the larger bones from whales and seals, but also smaller humanoid bones in the piles as well, all of which show the same bite marks.
Oh. Wait, there's human bones among like the whale bones?
Correct.
I'm sorry. There are the same large bite works that are on the whale or on the human bones?
Yes.
Should I
Just
point out that that's
imagining like
impossible?
a pulverized pile of bone.
Yeah. I'm just like, I can't even imagine something that would bite a human bone and leave this similar impressions to a whale bone. I
I'm
mean,
sure
I
it's
get the
just
meaning. I'm
written that
sure.
way.
Like, yeah. I'm just like, okay.
I'm just imagining like something that has such large teeth that it would leave marks on whale bones, and then comparing that size of jaw to like a
Yeah.
human bone. I
But
was
either
like,
way,
how do
so
we know
this,
it's the same creature? Is it because there's 8 segments of the femur instead of
I think
any other?
that's obviously the implication. So the same creature that is killing whales is the same creature that's killing humans. Would any of us recognize? I mean, you got the nature thing, right? You were able to recognize the bones. Is there any way that we would recognize, or anyone in the party would recognize what is leaving these marks?
Uh,
Would that be
just
nature, animal? Or I guess that'd be nature.
Yeah, Bryn, you're proficient in nature. The best that you can deduce is that they've all been created by the same at least
Hmm.
species of gigantic predator. Whether it's the same
Okay.
one or not is unclear.
It's
Something
undiscernible to us, at least.
something large with a big bite and sharp teeth has been killing whales and seals and humanoids.
Well, I
Hmm.
will say that even creatures that are without a vertebrae can very much have things that are teeth-like. So I'm even thinking an octopi still. Like those things have beaks. So I just say that we can't rule out things that are um
Aquatic.
wacky. Yeah, right. Yeah. So that being said too, um I don't know if it was dragon related, I think we'd recognize it, but it's safe to say that this isn't. And I
So
discern this by smelling the cracks in the bones.
Smell, sense of smell. It's how you identified the first dragon. Well, actually,
I
it's how
can
you
tell what kind
failed to
of
identify
mouthwash
the
it
first
used.
dragon.
once again, Captain Larusta uh, makes it known that he will defend the boat with his full complement of guards and await your return.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Anything else you guys want to do before you begin climbing the stairway?
Uh,
I'm
I would like to check
scared.
if there. I would like to check if there's anyone watching us.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
I will help.
Okay.
Oh, 15. That's D's. Now if they're hiding though.
Okay. You do not notice anyone looking at you at the time. You don't spot anyone that is spying on you.
Okay.
Can I get from you guys a marching order.
All right. Which
Where's the
which
front?
bit is the front? Like this is the front, maybe?
Oh,
I have a question.
I'm just moving them so I can copy them.
Okay.
You guys go ahead and.
Which is the direction that which do you want to?
It doesn't matter. Just tell me.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
This square will be the front 2 squares, and then we'll go back from here.
I go in the middle. Is all I know.
God always goes in the front.
Oh, sure, guys. No big deal. I'll be in the middle. It's fine. Yeah, cool.
Where's the front?
The two ladies decide to immediately go to the back. It's fine. This is the front. This is the.
This is the front.
Have we decided that Leah is going to maintain her Pact of the Chain on yourself, or talisman, not chain, Pact of the Talisman on yourself right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have in single file, I have Ulfgar up front, followed by Gore, followed by Bryn, followed by Arthur, followed by Quinny, followed by Leah. Is that correct?
Good enough for me.
Seems correct.
Arthur's got the best seat in the house, just saying.
What that booty do?
Yep.
Let me see that booty work. Booty work.
I've been doing kegels.
Night.
Hell yeah.
Kegels?
So
Firstly, you can't see the effects of Kegels. So
no, you can't.
You never seen someone work Kegels quite like me.
I'm sure there's Rule 34 out there for that.
oh God.
It's everybody's homework.
So considering
other ways
how
I
much
could
time
show
has
you.
passed, do we can I long rest and like heal or stuff?
Oh, we've been traveling for like 3 days
you
at this
guys
point, 2 days.
Yeah, you guys had like 4 days of nothing, so yeah, you're full. Everybody's full up.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Does that mean we know everything about Queenie?
Yes, you know everything about
Queenie
her.
doesn't know everything about Queenie, so exactly.
Guys, someday she'll figure it out. Don't worry. Okay. The steps prove an easy climb, and soon enough you reach the top of the plateau. Although the top of Oya Vigaton is a plateau, it is not necessarily level. The ground is uneven and fractured by narrow ice chasms, divided by rills and snowdrifts and ice ridges taller than humans, and sculpted by sea spray and wind. The ridge blocks the view of the village until you are 200 feet from the nearest shelter. The first sight that greets you as you emerge onto the plateau is a row of 10 corpses frozen into a wall of ice.
Humans or a variety of races?
Excellent question, sir. You spot 3 Luskar warriors, a dwarf, and 6 ice hunters.
I mean,
I say take a picture so we could bring them back to the ice hunters, but I'm sure there's no picture. So does anyone want to do a detailed engraving?
This is a dumb question, but obviously this is no one we recognize, right? Is anyone wearing anything that we would recognize, or?
No.
Okay.
Nobody that you recognize.
I'm so sorry. Who are the Luskar again? We know
the
ice hunters are.
I assume that means they're from Luskin.
That would make sense. How would we know that they're Luskar from Luskin? I don't even know where Luskin is.
Luskin is north of Neverwinter. If we go back to our Sword Coast map here real quick, you can see
Oh,
Luskin is the northernmost major city on the Sword Coast.
So it's very possible that we would have passed through there, I guess, on our way from Neverwinter to the moving, or
Yeah, I
not.
mean, you guys were in the water, but you certainly you could have seen the coast.
Okay,
And much like the other major cities, um, residents often wear certain colors or
Like cultured garb.
designs.
Mm.
Yeah,
that
embroidery or anything like that.
got it.
These
Um,
look like these look like civilized fellas from the north. So, if nothing else, you suspect that they're from Luskin.
Does
sure.
it look like they have good loot?
Um, no, the bodies have been frozen into the ice wall itself, and they have been preserved in the ice, making it impossible to tell how long they've been here. But the gear itself is trapped. Whatever gear they are wearing is trapped in the ice, and may have well been here for a long time.
Got it. Okay. So do none of
Freeze
them
their enemies,
say that again,
right?
Wolfgar?
They freeze their enemies.
I would, yeah, I mean that's a good it's a good guess, right? You said this is the first thing we see as we enter the village, right?
Yeah.
Or as you
So
approach the
as
village?
so as you climb up the ice chasm, right? It starts at the bottom of the beach. It's about 20 feet wide, but as you near the top of the plateau, it narrows to 5 feet wide at the top. And as you kind of crest the ridge of the stairs, the first thing you see is a wall of ice and 10 corpses frozen inside of it. Beyond that lies a village that is sitting in a sheltered spot near the center of the iceberg with the jagged peaks all around. It sits atop this plateau.
It's kind of a weird detail, and I don't know if you have an answer to this, but when you say like a row of corpses, they're in a wall. So are they like upright? Are they being held by something that keeps them
Yeah, they're
upright?
no, they are frozen in kind of an upright position, almost like crucified in the wall, right?
Okay,
Like
okay.
they've been frozen in. Think of like Han Solo in the carbonite or whatever. They're like except it's fairly translucent, and you can see their features rather than just being like opaque.
I'm with I agree with Ulfgar. I mean, I think this was staged. I mean,
Yeah,
whoever did this
so
was
that's
intentional. I don't think it was an accident.
and my
Yeah,
curiosity with it all
it
was
definitely rings like it's a symbol, not just a coincidence. And
yeah.
they have been presented this way to send a message to
Do you
um, whoever's coming up the stairs.
Ulfgar, do you think it's like a warning or a threat or I mean, what do you
Uh,
Um,
I was alluding to that too. I think the
I feel like
reason why yeah, go ahead.
I feel like tribes would kind of do this to leave a warning. So I would say it's a warning.
Oh, so you think it was
I
actually
think
you think it was done by the tribe themselves? Like maybe
I
whoever
think
lives in the
so.
village?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm with that too. I'm kind of leaning that way. I feel like if it was a creature, then like I mean there wouldn't be things holding it up. Like the fact that it's being held up was done deliberately by humanoids. So I just figured that maybe this is a warning for people who are encroaching on them, whatever that might mean for us. Whether or not that means they are punished for just being here, or maybe they did something that was forbidden. Clearly, these people are not all natives. So, I mean, among these are adventurers like ourselves. So I just warn everyone to approach the situation lightly, just because we don't really know what they're capable of, especially if there's like ice shit. Like, I don't know if they're capable of casting magic that would do this to us, or if they have something that can do this in their back pocket.
Gotcha. I have 2 questions. One for one for Anthony maybe, and then one for the party.
Okay.
The first.
Party.
Say that again.
I like to party.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. So the first question is, so this chasm has led us up into this village area. Is there, firstly, like, is this village, was it made here because it's the first place that this chasm opens up? Or is it like, can we go around the village? I guess is the better way. Are we required to go through it? Or is there a way to circumvent the village?
From your vantage point, it does not appear like there is anything else on the plateau besides the village.
Okay, so we've opened up in this area, or I guess we've walked up the chasm into this open area, and the village is just like the first thing we see and walk towards.
Correct. So you kind of climb up from the beach up a winding icy staircase, and at the top of the staircase is kind of an opening in the jagged peaks around you, and carved into or frozen into the walls on either side of you are these 10 corpses, and beyond the wall you see the plateau. And there's a village there that fills up the entire surface of the plateau. There are roughly 20 structures, all of which are either igloos or kind of like double walled tents made from what appears to be sealskin stretched over whalebone frames.
Okay.
And as you sit here, kind of examining the corpses and peering into the village, you start to hear a dog barking.
I start barking back. Just kidding.
Pet it.
I guess so. Back to my question to the party. Then, is this if we're taking this as a warning or as a threat, and we're assuming that the villagers did this, is this a village we even want to enter, or are we trying to circumvent this thing?
But what if there's? What if
Can we be stealthy? Like sneaking around?
I mean, we're in the middle of no. Like, if we're on this open plateau, we're going to be seen regardless. We probably have already been seen.
Well,
I mean, if that's the
guess
case, I feel like we shouldn't be secretive. We should be as blatant as possible, but I don't know what the Drakhorn means to them. I think that's where the unknown information that could put us in danger.
I mean, we asked the one ice hunter we found, right? He didn't know anything about the Drakhorn. He didn't seem to care at all.
I mean, but then there's these people. I mean, like, I forget. Like, I was trying to look for my notes and I just couldn't find it. But how do we know about the Oya Vigaton?
We learned that from our
hunter.
Oh, we learned that from the council, and we also learned it from Dala. And then Dala sent us. We're looking for a person. We're looking for Makath, because Makath is the expert on the Drakhorn. So we're trying to find her. The last known location for Makath was this Oraveaton, or whatever it's called. Oya Vigaton, which is where we're at now, right? So we've made it to Oya Vigaton. This is the last known location of Makath, and we're trying to find information on the Drakhorn. So, I mean, this is the first.
I feel like there's no turning back. We walk in. Let's do this shit.
I think I agree. If that's the case, and our last known like tidbit of information is that the person of interest was here, then I mean, I can't imagine she's been surviving in this like hidden iceberg without being detected by them for however long. So she must be among them, unless she's one of these. And I'm pointing back at the wall with the corpses.
Well, that's why I was asking Anthony if there's anything we recognize, right? Does anything look like the Arcane Brotherhood? But does not. It looks like 3 Luskar warriors, the dwarf, and then 3 ice hunters. So I don't think.
Just to be clear, the Arcane Brotherhood is a league of mages based in the city of Luskan at the fabled Host Tower of the Arcane.
Okay, so the Luskan, it's feasible that Luskan warriors would have come with McCath if she's here. So it's possible that those Luskan warriors are attached to her, or were attached to her, I suppose.
Well, if that's the case, then they came with her, but she's not among them, so...
That's either a good sign or a bad one.
Right, exactly.
She might be still alive.
50-50.
Okay. I mean, I'll go with the party, whatever you guys decide. I'll start spending this time to go ahead and either recast or cast for the first time comprehend languages, and I'll just act as an interpreter, more or less.
Okay. My vote is
comprehend languages is still running. It didn't take you an hour to climb the steps.
That's fine. I just want it for as long as possible, I guess. So if I have 10 minutes, I'll take the 10 minutes. But if not, then we'll just, roll with it.
You definitely don't have 10 minutes, and soon one dog barking turns into 2, and then 3, and then 4.
Okay.
As you kind of stand here contemplating your next move, you see several ice hunters to begin emerging from their tents and igloos, and soon the entire village is on alert as the dogs continue to bark and growl.
Okay. Shall we approach slowly, unarmed?
I mean, I can say something to them once we're in speaking distance if you guys want. If you just tell me what you want me to say.
Okay, I'm thinking something something along the lines of us like announcing our presence and us saying we've traveled long and far to find a particular person.
I think you're thinking way too much. I think we're just announcing ourselves at this point. Like what Kahan's saying or what Gore is saying is probably more apt, right? Friendly, we're friends, we come in peace kind of thing until somebody comes out to acknowledge us.
All right, then let's do that.
I mean, I can have a whole dialogue with them if you'd like, but I don't think that's going to mean as much when we're halfway outside the village,
Off guard, let's go pet the dogs.
Okay. So you guys continue advancing. You have no weapons drawn, I assume?
I certainly do not.
Are you holding your weapons?
Yeah, sword and shield, baby.
Okay.
Leah, can I'm more than willing to go out in front if I'm acknowledging them. I'll walk a few paces in front. But Leah, could I have your Pact of the Talisman and stay within 30 feet of you?
Yeah, that's cool.
That way, if I need to, if anything happens to me, then I'd like to stay 30 feet in front of Gore too to keep his aura on me. So I'll walk 30 feet ahead, but no more than 30 feet.
Okay.
As you guys approach, the children are all you hear them being told to go back and hide in the tents, as many of the ice hunters, both men and women, kind of fan out and form basically a wall of defense here with their dogs in front of them. Many of which are being held by their owners. They appear to be sled dogs. They kind of look like huskies, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and if we want to form our own kind of line, and I'll be 30 feet.
You guys go ahead and put yourselves where you want to.
How close can we get?
Well,
is this accurate?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I would like to probably. So if you guys want to be like 100 feet at the line, and I'll be 30 feet in front of that, so that 100 feet is in range of Leah's Eldritch Blast. And then I'll just be 30 feet in front of that. So if we go from here, yeah.
Oh, what the?
This is 100 feet. So if you guys want to line up,
My Eldritch Blast can reach 120.
Oh, it's 120. Okay, so we'll do that. Back it up to 120 feet. So I guess here-ish start the line. And then I'll just be 30 feet in front of Gore and Leah to keep the Pact of the Talisman and Gore's aura around me. Can you guys see my marker? I don't know if you guys can see it.
I saw you do it here, so I'm right
Oh,
here.
okay.
Where?
Yeah, where Bryn is. This will be like in a diagonal line this way to like, yeah, perfect. And then I'll be 30 feet in front, right at the edge. And then if I guess Archimedes can be up here with me. So I'll be essentially right at max range. It's 30 feet for you too, Leah. Is that right? For your talisman? So 30 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, that's the goal. I think that's the best. There's a lot of them. Jesus. Okay, so while I'm unarmed. Whatever you guys do is fine. I'm gonna hold my hands up in kind of an appeasement gesture, like, I'm not doing
Hands
so.
up, don't shoot.
Yeah, essentially, just to show them I'm unarmed. And while I don't mind. I'm just gonna yell out.
Ice Hunter lives matter.
We come as
Jesus.
we come in peace, and mean no harm to the Ice Hunters. And you guys should definitely come up with a backup plan, because there's a lot of these motherfuckers, and I'm not sure we can fight all of them. I guess we could just backtrack into the chasm, right? I mean, we
just run.
We can 300 their asses in the chasm.
Yeah, worst case scenario, I agree with that. I don't think that anything's gonna happen though.
We just
Guardian.
We come in peace.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. We come in peace. We come as friends, and we mean no harm to the Ice Hunters.
The what looks to be the chieftain is kind of steps forward a few paces, and he's followed by an older woman that clearly looks to be like the village shaman or something.
How is one called Barking Seal and the other's called fucking Bone Carver? What kind of shit is that? Can I talk to Barking Seal? I don't want to talk to someone named Bone Carver.
Yeah, so
clearly I don't know that, but you know what I mean.
And then he gets shot.
The chieftain introduces himself as Chief Barking Seal, and he points behind him to the shaman and introduces her as Bone Carver. He asks you what your names are and why you have come to Oya Vigaton.
I'd ask if I can bring. I mean, I'll act as interpreter. I'll ask if I can bring one of my companions up to speak for the party.
By all means.
Perfect. Whoever wants to talk, do the talking.
Leah, speak.
It's like Queenie, do that shit. She'll be great. This will be great.
Oh yeah, Queenie.
Oh wait.
It's all you, friend. You're a sorcerer, right? You got that charisma out the ass, just like the rest of us.
I know, but I'm not sure how to start this conversation.
First off, were you here for the first part of the conversation?
Shut up, Kaya. I'm joking. Hello. Out of character though. I am not sure how to
You don't
start
have to.
this.
Okay, out of character. You don't actually have to role play. You can just tell Anthony what you're trying to get across, and if there's a role required for it, he'll just ask you what a role is. Just so they asked us our names. I'll communicate that to Queenie. They asked us our names and they asked us what we're doing in Oya Vigatan. So whatever you decide to share from then on, just say to me and I say to them.
Aren't we looking for what's his name again?
Macath or Macath.
Yeah.
Don't say anything about the Draghorn.
No,
Yeah,
no, no. I just
leave
want
Draghorn out of it.
I'm just trying to ask about if that person, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Macath.
I got that.
Macath.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So I'll take Queenie's words. Queenie did not introduce us, so I'm not going to introduce us. I'm only going to say what she mentioned. We come here searching for an ally named Macath.
I guess we could introduce ourselves. I'll say I'm Queenie. We just come here to look for someone. We came here to look for someone.
Okay. After that, I'll introduce us then.
Okay. Are you guys approaching Barking Seal?
Does it look like that's the appropriate thing to do? I mean, I'll ask I'm more than happy to ask.
You had already asked if you could approach with one of your companions, and he said by all means. And then he stepped forward some more. What appears to be the largest warrior stands behind him, and
Okay.
two other of the ice hunters also advance with their
Is he bigger
sled
than me?
dogs. He is much bigger than you.
I think we're all bigger than you, Wolfgar.
Wow.
Tall, anyways, like vertically, you know.
Anyways, so let's step up.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, they're stepping up.
I'd like to. No, I think we all can. We'll do the same thing though. We'll stay. You guys, just like they are, right? Me
Right,
and
like, we
Queenie
should
will
stay in
step up. We're. Can I get a reading? Like, how close is too close? I mean, can we get an arm shaking distance, like hand shaking distance, or?
Yeah, I mean, as if you and Quinny have no weapons drawn, you can get pretty close.
Okay, I'm all good with like 10 feet, I suppose, from Barking Seal.
Yeah, I'll sit a bit far away from the doggos, and Queenie don't like puppies that much.
Okay, Gore, you're coming with them.
Yeah.
I'll approach
And you
Arthur as close as he goes.
You have your sword out.
Yeah, my sword and shield out. They have all their shit out.
Are they?
Too.
Yeah. What is their situation? Are they armed? I mean, they have their dogs, I guess.
Yeah, they're holding spears, although they're not pointed at you.
Okay. That's fine.
I have my shield up.
Okay. Then yeah, we approach.
I mean, they're dressed in, obviously, you know, it probably goes without saying, but their armors are all hide based, and they do carry, you know, mechanically they're spears, but you know they're not metal. You know, they're kind of, a lot of them are crafted from bones, with, you know, wood or some other type of haft, you know, clearly tribal in nature.
Right. So if we did have to fight them, they'd lose. I see.
Okay, so you guys have approached, introduced Queenie. Arthur, did you give them your name or not?
Yeah, I'll introduce everyone. If Queenie's giving names, then I'll give names.
If
Okay,
Queen is the first one to talk, she will tell her name. Like she's gonna introduce herself, and yeah.
Okay.
If no, yeah, you're gone.
And then you did say you were looking for Macath, or you said you're looking for someone.
No, I'll give the name. We're looking for someone named Macath the Crimson. This was her last known location.
Okay. Barking Seal responds, "You speak good Uluic for a southerner."
I'll relay that to Queenie and the party, but I'll respond because it was directed at me. I must admit that it is due to my magic that allows me to do this, but I did not want to disrespect you by speaking our tongue before speaking yours.
Kind of spits on the ground at the mention of magic.
Oh shit.
I see.
How did you find this place?
I relay the question to Queenie and the group. I'm interpreter. I'm not talking anymore. I'm just doing what I'm doing. Go ahead, Queenie.
Uh,
How do we find this place?
I mean,
I'm just giving y'all a chance. I assure y'all, I'll always have an answer.
it's the only point where I didn't take notes because I was multitasking. It's the
good.
only point. That wasn't the council.
Jonathan's
honest.
waifu. I mean, Arthur's wife.
Arthur's
Barking
waifu.
Seal, kind of sees you receive the question and translate it to Quinny, and she kind of, contemplates how she wants to respond, kind of false starting a couple times. Your leader lacks confidence.
I'll relay that to the rest of the party, but I will not apologize for her. She is the newest member of our group, and this is more of a trial phase, if you get our meaning. She's still in training.
Ah, trial by fire or ice?
Ice, of course.
Well, she does appear to be sweating a little bit, but I'm sure the ice will cool her down quickly around here.
We don't.
I ask again, how did you get here?
Boat.
A boat?
By boat.
Pure trial and error.
No magic.
Bailing Quinny, I'll just relay the briefest situation. The person we're searching for belongs to a organization of scholars. We traveled here by boat over the last. It took us 10 days to find this place, but how long are we sailing for?
Probably about the module gives a really short period of time for the distance you covered. I think it says like 3 or 4 days. I would say it's probably closer to another 10-day to get from Waterdeep all the way up.
I'll say we traveled from Neverwinter up the coast approximately 10 days to find this place. We've been traveling through the Sea of Moving Ice for the last 10-day. We encountered a few creatures along the way. We saved another ice hunter from another tribe from a polar bear attack. And we just found we just found your iceberg this morning on the 10th day of searching.
So without the use of magic, it was
I'm not mentioning any magic. I get the hint.
Yep.
We didn't use any magic, to be fair. We used magic to fight the creatures, but
not to find.
I'm not going to let him know that.
Yeah, right.
A boat, you say? He kind of turns. He kind of turns over his shoulder and nods to Orca Heart and says in Uluic, "Check the beach." And he turns back and he barks a couple commands to his fellow ice hunters that you interpret as you four and you four, check the beach.
I relay that to the party, but I want to relay to whoever wants to speak next that there's probably a sense of urgency. We need to let them know that they're with us, that they will not harm you any more than we will, and that they are under our protection.
Right.
So as you're communicating that, 8 of the ice hunters kind of break off and kind of flank around you, not getting too close, but passing by you, and kind of going to check the ice chasm area, it does kind of end up like blocking you in a little bit, I guess. So if you want to react to that before they pass by you, you can. But they give you a wide berth as they go by, and they're kind of just checking checking down at the beach to see the boat down there with Half Face and his 40 guards.
Did were we able to relay to them regarding that we came with a crew that are not of any peril?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. I do not wish to react.
Um,
I'll let I mean I'd like the party, whoever, let them know what they're going to find there, that we're not trying to hide anything from them. They're also from they're also from Waterdeep. There's about 40 of them on the ship. They were our escorts, but they're not going to enter the island unless they're invited.
Okay.
So whoever wants to say that in whatever words you want to say it in, that's just my encouragement to you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
So as you warn them that there are soldier fighters down there, basically sailors, that are also trained with arms, but they mean you no harm. They're just guarding the boat. Barking Seal kind of nods, his understanding, but you do uh, feel the atmosphere is pretty tense. There is some hostility here, much different than the interaction that you got with the other ice hunter that you rescued from the polar bear. He seemed genial. He was obviously uh, thankful that you rescued him from the polar bear, but otherwise, his demeanor was, for lack of a better word, like jovial. And these ice hunters are clearly more, I don't want to necessarily say hostile, but definitely territorial, right? I mean,
Defensive.
you
Yeah.
have well, not offensive, but definitely defensive. You have kind of strode into their village here unannounced, uninvited. Um, and you did notice, several dozen children in the village as well. Again, about half the ice hunters are men, half are women. This is clearly their home. This is their village, and you have come knocking on their door, proverbially speaking, unannounced. That being said, uh, the the shaman steps forward, and
This is not the leader, or is this still the leader?
this is not the chieftain is
Okay.
Barking Seal.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
The shaman is a kind of an older woman. Heavy piercings, lots of kind of totem, spirit, animals. Visible as far as jewelry and decorative items and such. And she kind of steps forward. She's got to be. She's human, but she's probably you know late 50s, maybe 60s, as far as age, which is a long time for someone to live, especially out here in this environment. Um, but she doesn't seem weak. She's definitely not fragile either. She's very hardy, I guess. She seems tough as nails, and her eyes are very perceptive as well. You said you were looking for a macaque?
I bow
Uh,
my head in respect, and I confirm her question.
what does this macaque look like? We have
Gosh.
not had we have not had visitors here in years.
She's a female tiefling. She's a member of an arcane brotherhood. It's possible that I mean, I don't I don't know if we should refer to the people out on the wall. Um, But I guess that's the best place we should start with if you wanted to, if you need a memory jog. That's who she is, a female tiefling sorcerer, possibly wearing the robes of scholar.
Doesn't seem to ring a bell. Why did Macath come here? What makes you think that they came here?
I relay the question to the party. It's up to you whether we. Yeah.
Well, it's what's it called, Lurkin? The people who are frozen.
The Luskins?
The Luskins.
She came here searching for the Dracorn, but we've refrained from speaking of the Dracorn just yet. I mean, we could say that she came to study the local region. You know, as I said, she's a scholar.
I was gonna allude to that too. I would say like we were told that she came here adventuring last, and she has gone missing since. So we've been sent to come find her.
He turns to Barking Seal and says a word that you translate roughly from Uluic to
Common.
No, there's not a direct translation for it from Uluic to Common, but the closest you can get is like challenge or duel or like an honor combat. In fact, Arthur, it strikes a chord with you as you you hear the word in Uluic.
My face
it's giving
tingles.
Langda.
My stars burn as I recall the last time I had a 1v1 duel.
Exactly. And Barking Seal nods and turns back and says, I propose a challenge. Your best warrior against our best warrior. If you win, you can spend the night here, and we will answer your questions in the morning to the best of our ability. If you lose, you must turn over your weapons, your steel, and sail away from here, never to return. What say you? Who will challenge Orca Heart?
Is magic allowed? I'm just curious. You seem to not like magic. Would you fault us for using it?
No magic shall be used on this island.
Let's say that I could somehow non-magically sprout wings. Do you think that would be allowed? Or just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm relaying that to the group. Obviously, they wish for a duel for an exchange of information. Otherwise, if we win, we win. We lose, we leave.
I love those.
How is he gonna control if we use magic or not?
Say that again.
How is he gonna control if we use magic or not?
I mean, they can see it. They know it. Most of our spells have some kind of either verbal or somatic component. So they'll either hear us speak it or see our hands.
Runes are considered magic, right?
I would say kind of, but it's probably a different kind of magic.
Is it smite magic?
Yes.
Yes, it's holy magic.
Out of character, isn't Arthur a bit traumatized one-on-one fights?
I mean, firstly, if it's no magic, I'm useless. Arthur is like more than happy to admit that. In any other situation, I would just sprout wings, fly 120 feet in the air, and Eldritch blast them to death. I've got a full minute. If I can't kill them in a minute, then we're all fucked anyway. That being said, obviously this is, a more honorable, no magic type duel. So the only 3 options would be Bryn, Gore, and Ulfgar. And by 3 options, I mean 2 options, because...
Right.
I don't know, though. You have, uncanny dodge. You have your bonus action dash. You could keep distance, but...
I have the DPS. It's just I don't know if I have the health. is my problem
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, could we? And you plus you only have one attack at a time. Your sneak attack would be relatively useless here.
Are we able to see who are we fighting first before we
Yeah.
choose our
Orca
champion?
heart.
It's Orca Heart, and if you look in Discord, you'll see a picture of Boagrius.
Fuck.
Oh, that's
Okay.
not
Bo
helpful.
Agrius. Bo Agrius.
You wanna fight him, Queenie?
If it's anything like Bo Agrius, though, he's gonna last the whole 3 minutes. So you should be
Well,
fine.
you guys gotta find an Achilles.
Same.
I'm telling
Well,
every
Alright,
time
let's go
that
on.
I get a full on. Never mind. But every time seeing
Hey, man.
seeing Achilles do that off step. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh
I've
my
seen
goodness. He like grabs the sword. He does that quick sprint up, that off step, step right, step left, off the hook, off the foot, right into the neck. Every time it gives me chills. I absolutely love it. Sorry. If anybody cares, go watch just the opening fight scene of Troy. It's not even a fight. It's like it's just incredible. Okay, so we're fighting Orca Heart, no magic, Gore, Ulfgar. I don't care. Do you guys want to rock paper scissors that shit or Gore
Orca,
can't
what are your
smite?
thoughts?
Say that again, Ulfgar.
wait.
I wanted to participate, but if we're doing rock paper scissors.
Oh no, I just meant like if you
No,
guys can't
go for it,
decide.
man. Can you Titan shift Ulfgar? Is that magic?
Titan shift.
I was
Fucking
gonna ask
Titan
that.
shift. He just called it Titan
Aaron
shift.
Yeager.
That's how I don't know. Giant whatever something.
Giants might.
Giants might.
I don't see why not. I don't see why not. I mean, maybe they won't like it, but what are they gonna do? Fight us?
Yeah.
We're already fighting, so.
Tell them it's not
I'm not-
magic and you just sucked in a
No.
bunch of air.
No, I wouldn't do it.
All right, you better just
Yeah,
not
it's
lose.
clear that
Not the
you know,
air sucking. What the?
the general rules of the duel are thus: one-on-one combat,
Mhm.
you know, to the death. Although you know, or be till someone's incapacitated, knocked out, whatever. No magic is allowed on either side, and if any rule violation occurs, you know, it's going to degenerate into mass combat.
Yeah.
You know,
Can I show them an example of what Giant's Might is, and if they consider that magic?
yeah, it's going to be anything unnatural or I mean,
Right.
again, imagine that they're. I mean, you don't have to imagine. These are native. Again, I don't. What's the wrong word? I can't say Eskimo, right? I'm gonna
Just
get
say indigenous.
told. Yeah,
Inuit.
they're indigenous to Inuit. Yeah, they're basically
Oonga
Inuit
boonga.
people.
Okay,
The
that's
only
worse. Jesus.
the only
Fuck me, man.
Disrespect doesn't matter when they're not in the room, I guess.
Twitch
Oh,
CEO, it
God.
wasn't me. Okay, I didn't say it. Don't ban me.
Okay.
That guy's cool.
Anyway,
He probably doesn't care.
yeah, so the anything that would seem unnatural to them, they will probably perceive as magic, whether it is or not. I mean, if you have a magic weapon that doesn't look magical, then that's like Ulfgar's +1 longsword just looks like it's finely crafted. If it was blazing in fire, that'd be a dead giveaway. So, their idea of just looking around at them, their idea of gods and religion relate to, like spirit totem animals. You know, so they don't. These are a detached, isolated peoples that don't they don't necessarily follow the new gods. They follow the old gods.
I see what you mean. Yeah, I wanted to participate.
Okay, so are we
Got
going
this,
with
bro.
Ulfgar?
Yeah,
Ulfgar's
we
our
are. Put
okay.
him in the ring. Let's see what happens.
So now we've got we have a Black Panther style thing going on where um they're gonna form like a ring around you guys, and you guys can form your own kind of circle back here, I guess.
Hey, Ulfgar, you want to get married real quick?
Ceremony.
Ceremony, yeah. It takes an hour though, so.
Yeah.
If we got the reason I say that, if you perform the marriage ceremony, both parties get +2 to their AC for like 7 hours or something like that. It's
Oh.
Okay.
God damn.
yeah, as long as they're within 30 feet of each other. So I guess in this case it wouldn't work if we're pushed all the way back there. But
Last time we did this circle, I was usually dancing in the middle.
Ulfgar's gonna let everyone know that if Ulfgar is in his life is threatened, he's gonna jump in and start a fucking ruckus.
Yeah, I mean, I would say to Ulfgar, obviously do what you must, but if you can keep them alive, probably best to do so.
Yeah, just to be clear, they don't really speak common, so whatever you want to say to each other in common, it they may pick up on a few words here and there, right? Like there's different dialects of common, obviously, and like obviously Aluskan would be like the closest to um what they would probably understand, but it's for the most part, you guys can share information between each other in common that they won't really understand. You understand Uluic, Arthur, but they don't understand common,
Right.
and nobody else in the group understands Uluic except for you. So
can I send Archimedes up into the air, like over the whole battlefield, to give me like the most? I mean, literally a bird's eye view, I guess, to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'll keep him where he is because I don't want him to get in the way of anything, but I would like him obviously circling the area.
Okay, that's fine.
Is second wind magical?
No, that would not show up as magical to them.
Okay.
I guess
I kind of just put you guys in a rough circle. If you want to swap positions with anybody else on your team, go ahead.
I'd like to be closer to Gore because if anything does happen, I want to dimension door Gore directly into the middle of it. Like shield ready.
I will swap you with Bryn then.
With the aura up and everything. That's gonna
That makes more sense anyway, since the squishies are gonna be more protected. Okay.
Oh god. Before we begin, what class is this guy again?
He's a level 20 Tarask.
Oh yikes.
Level 20.
Yeah. Sorry, for whatever reason the game's bugging, and when you try to examine him, it's not pulling up.
My T button's not working.
Yeah, you might need a new keyboard.
That's his way of saying he's not telling us.
Any other questions?
Bathroom real quick?
Yeah, I gotta go too.
Got to get the nervous peas out.
I gotta pee.
So I have a discussion about this whole magic thing. Like, let's say we walked in with Ulfgar already in his giant smite form, they probably wouldn't have known.
Yeah, but I think it only lasts a minute, if I recall.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's not anything that's like. Here's the thing though. I have 9d6 worth of healing light that does not require a verbal somatic material component. I literally, as long as I can see them and they're within 60 feet of me, I can heal them. So if worst comes to worst, Ulfgar is not gonna die here. Like it's yeah.
It's an impossibility.
I mean, it's not impossible, but with his second wind and me possibly cheating, I think we have the upper hand. I don't know how Ulfgar would feel about that. I guess we can have a pep talk, like, in the ring moment. I don't want to do anything to dishonor Ulfgar, but...
Don't take away from his moment.
Yeah. It's up to him. But with Archimedes in the air, I can see if they're doing anything crazy too. Like if the circle randomly starts closing for no reason, or I don't know. They said they have a shaman in the group, so who knows what kind of... I've never seen a shaman that didn't use magic.
I'm back.
All right. Ulfgar, if I had the opportunity to heal you, would you want it?
No.
Okay.
You predicted well.
I appreciate it, but no.
Okay. I just want you to know Arthur is probably not going to let you die. He will let you go down, but if it comes to it, you're not going to die.
I mean, yeah, if it comes to death, yeah, of course.
Okay.
It makes sense to interrupt.
So make sure we're on the same page. Yes, Anthony posted it while he's in the bathroom. Everyone watch this scene.
I don't want to watch another massacre.
This is the scene you were talking
Oh
about?
my
Let's
goodness. You don't have to watch the whole thing. Just I mean, you can go all the way to the end. Go to about a minute in. Oh, it feels so good.
Let me watch.
My PP's very hard.
I know.
Sorry, Twitch.
Oh, shit, ain't massive.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Oh, watch this off step. Oh, boop, boop. Oh, disgusting.
Oh my god, he just turned his shoulder blade into a sheep.
He severed his spine with the...
Right in.
I'm sorry, Chad, I would show you but I don't want to get TOS restricted because of a YouTube video. But that off step always just...
Can off guard do this?
He can try.
Though it stab his spine.
What the fuck? He's dead.
Anthony, I want to... well, it doesn't matter because Ulfgar declined it. But I wanted you to let you know while you were gone. We did discuss. So my healing light does not require literally anything. It doesn't require verbal, somatic, material components. I can literally just heal anyone I see within 60 feet of me. However, I asked Ulfgar if that was something that he would even approve of, and Ulfgar declined it. So unless he's dying, I don't plan on using that.
Okay.
Ulfgar, if they're cheating, do those rules change, or are we...
But...
Oh, Gore's already made it clear that if worse comes to worse, he's jumping in. But like, how much of an edge do you allow them to have? I guess.
Man,
like I said,
cheating, that's a different story. That's fucked up.
Okay, I mean, the thing is like they were pretty quick with the whole duel thing. And again, like I said, the shaman might not use like magic per se, but again, shamans, medicine women kind of thing. Yeah, who knows?
Other places.
Poison oil on their blades or some shit.
Yeah, what they consider magic might be slightly different. So I don't know. They clearly have somebody in the party that can do.
I would say just keep a lookout then.
Okay, well, we will trust you. I think you're gonna win. Don't get me wrong. I'm not planning on your loss, but I just want to do what's right by you. I want to respect your wishes.
It's okay. I'm Achilles.
Oh yeah, you are.
I'm ready, big boy.
Crap. So again, you can always yield. Otherwise, it's a fight until someone. It is a fight until someone is unconscious or dead. And you forfeit if you gain assistance of any kind from any of your allies or you use any magic. Okay.
Understood.
All right. Markleheart strides forward. He is wearing armor and carrying a spear and shield. And you guys are 50 feet away from each other. Okay. If you're ready, go ahead and roll for initiative.
Okay, you got to get those low ones out of the way.
Yep.
Honestly, in this case, it might be better to go second, right? Because at 50 feet, it's gonna be hard to close the distance in one go.
Okay.
Go.
Orca Heart goes first, and he kind of circles. Kind of circles. Oh, that's already in there. I see. Okay. Yeah, he kind of circles to the right 30 feet, keeping a distance between you. And he says something to you at Uluik that you don't understand, but you can imagine that it's not nice. Your turn.
Say something unnice back.
In Dwarvish. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter what language you speak it in. He doesn't understand it anyway.
Yeah, in Dwarvish. I'll do it in Dwarvish.
Tell him his
Wow, way to not include us. That's fucked up.
I can understand. It's fine. I'll let you know.
Okay, cool.
The fuck do I say?
Your mom's an orc.
You under your feet, you bitch.
What was that? What were your feet?
I was swapping him under his feet. Bitch.
There you go. I translate to the party, emphasizing the "you bitch" part.
You ever seen Troy? That's what I'm gonna do to you.
I'm gonna do to you what
he did to him. Your mom's an orca heart.
I'll move 25 feet here and I'll hold my action. And yeah.
What do you mean hold your action?
To attack.
Oh, you're readying an attack? Okay.
Huh?
You're readying an attack.
Yeah, I'm readying an attack if he gets close to me.
Does he only have the one spear? I don't know why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he keep his weapons in his nature pocket?
It's magically pulls it. No magic allowed. This isn't magic. Just pulls a whole fucking spear out of his asshole.
I'm just imagining him doing like a wind up, and like after he throws the spear, his back turns to us, and then another spear like comes out.
It's not magic. It's sleight of hand.
It's not magic. It's Kegels, baby.
It's not real. It's not real magic. It's stage magic.
Okay. He charges forward as you get within range. Go ahead and make your ready to attack.
Okay. Oh yeah, attack him.
Easy one shot.
Surely. How tall do you think he is?
He's probably 7 feet tall.
Jesus.
Okay. I'm hitting
his legs. What about his vengeance?
I'm hitting his legs.
Hit him in the dick.
Man can't fight if he can't stand up.
Give him the dick twist.
I didn't roll to hit, sorry.
Isn't that what that 15 is?
The good old dick twist.
Oh.
That's right.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you almost slash him, but he bats it aside with his shield at the last second.
Then I'm gonna.
You're gonna what?
Search?
No, it's not your turn.
Oh, it's during my turn.
It's his turn right now. You got your ready. That was your ready to attack.
That was your ready to attack going off when he approached you.
Yeah, understood. Okay.
So you bring your sword down in a counter thrust that he bats aside at the last second, and he pivots around and brings his shield around rather than his spear first, kind of surprising you. Go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
He's doing the old pushback thing.
Come on, Wolfgar. Hey.
Right.
Let's go, Daddy Wolf.
He bashes his shield into you, but you're able to withstand being knocked back or prone or anything. And he follows up with a spear attack, which hits.
Oh my goodness.
Or
He's got
yeah.
attack modifier too.
Does 26 hit you?
Holy fuck! Yes.
Um, it deals 12 damage.
Okay.
That's it. I shout.
And then for good measure, he throws in one more spear attack. Does a 20 hit you?
No.
What is your armor
It's the
class?
only
22?
moment where I actually wish
Do you
I
have to
had.
know?
I mean, I could see it. I was just asking you. I didn't have to click
It's
on your
22.
token.
It's
You
have-
22.
forget.
You have
All
to
right.
know. As the DM, yeah, I do.
Are you? You question the
And then
omnipotent God
uh,
from knowing this information?
he moves another 5 feet this way, circles around you. Your turn.
I attack him. Where are you going?
On Ulfgar.
Miss.
Second attack.
Why are you running?
Don't you-
Why are you running?
25.
That's a hit. Okay.
And then bonus action. I try to shove him. Try.
Okay.
Oh, it's only shove, not knock him prone. Right?
You could choose either. I think you could shove him back 5 feet, or you could attempt to knock him prone.
I believe that's correct.
Also, I think you can do that in between attacks too. You have to make an attack in order to do that, but you can attack, bonus action, shield master, and then use your extra attack to hit him the second time.
I don't see.
It says you can try to shove a creature within 5 feet of you. So it has to be melee, but the shove action includes either knocking them back or knocking them prone. If you look at the rules, shoving a creature, it does one of two things: either pushes them back or pushes them down.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm knocking him prone.
Okay. So that's a contested roll, right? So it's your athletics versus my athletics. Okay.
Good God. Oh.
Ooh, sorry, bud.
He wins?
I win.
Oh, fuck.
He's proficient in athletics.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. He circles around again, and tries to shield bash you again. Go ahead and make another strength saving throw. All right.
24.
And he'll bring a spear around. That misses. And that misses. All right, your turn.
Let's go.
My turn, big boy. 24.
Hey, that's good.
Okay, that hits.
That's a good one.
Bonus actions, shove again.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh wait, that might be good. Fuck yeah, Ulfgar.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Get down.
Are you knocking him prone?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm air thrust. I'm
your
hip thrusting in
extra
the
attack
background.
will have advantage.
Yes, sir.
That's another hit. For another 9.
Action surge.
Okay.
Third attack. Whoa!
Oh, that's painful.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Rough.
You're running.
I think that's it, right? You don't get 2 attacks on your action surge, or you do?
You get a whole nother action, extra attack as part of the action.
I'm sorry, it's haste. It's haste, you only get 1.
Yeah.
You dirty dog.
Oh,
14.
That misses as well, though.
Ugh.
That sucks.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. All right. He is gonna stand up and growls, tries to shield bash you again. Can I get a strength saving throw, please?
Come on, Ulfgar.
Ooh, just makes it.
Show him your vengeance.
That misses, and that misses. Your turn.
I get up.
Okay. No, you didn't fall.
You're good. You saved.
Yeah, you saved. Otherwise, I would have rolled with advantage.
Oh, okay. God damn it! What the hell? Now it's getting lower.
Yeah,
Hit
that
again.
misses. Okay.
Even worse.
Oh my
What
goodness. 3 ones and 4 rolls? That's something.
It's getting lower.
Not only that, but you
Okay.
rolled another 10 5 rolls ago.
That's
All
my
right.
turn.
All right. Give me a strength saving throw.
You're not gonna get me, buddy.
Famous last words. Hey, 19's not bad.
Yes, that's good. That's good.
Both attacks miss. Your turn.
Jesus.
Oh.
This is the fight of the century. This is a defensive fight.
Yeah, you guys are. You guys are. True. That's a miss.
Defense wins championships, dude.
True.
God damn it! Stop rolling low.
It's okay.
Nice.
Hey, 22. We take those.
That's the hit.
Shove again.
Okay.
Prone. Oh, right. It's athletics.
Come on.
What's that thing in Japanese culture when they pin the other person against the wall? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
When they what?
I don't know.
I was about to say something else.
Porn?
Roll 34. Give me a strength saving throw, Ulfgar.
Yeah. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Appreciate the confidence.
It's
Looks
on.
like it's working.
That knocked you prone. So he takes 2 spear attacks with advantage. That's a hit. And that's a hit. So you take 16 damage.
Jesus.
Total? Is that total?
Yeah, total 16. I rolled a poor on my damages, but that's okay. Your turn. I assume you're standing up?
Yep. Why you want me on the ground?
So she said.
God damn it! The fuck?
Yes.
No shot.
Yes. Okay.
That's my turn.
No shield
Don't
bash?
forget to use your shield bash in between.
I have to hit.
I don't think you
No,
have
you
to
don't
hit.
have
You
to
just have to
hit.
make an attack.
No, you don't have to hit. Yeah, you just have to make an attack. That's right. It's when you. It says when you make a. If you take the attack action on your turn, you can then use your bonus
sure.
action. But I rolled a. That's fine. I rolled a 25.
Yeah.
Although technically it's a skill check. No, I don't know. It's a If you roll a 20 on it, does that even if I roll?
Doesn't matter. It's not an attack roll. Crits only matter on attack rolls.
Okay. All right. He is going to forego his shield bash this time and just make 3 spear attacks. All 3 of which get turned aside by your expert defense.
They all miss.
Mm-hmm.
My turn.
Yeah, I have to roll a 15 to hit you.
So far, that's unheard of for both participants.
Jesus.
Shield.
Oh, look at that. That would normally hit, but he uses his reaction to parry that one.
Oh, now I see what you mean, Jonathan.
It's all good. I love you.
Yeah. That missed or hit?
That missed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should, but it didn't.
That's my turn.
Okay. He throws 3 more spear attacks your way, one of which hits for 9 damage.
I'm barely hitting. I think I've only hit like twice.
3 times.
Oh. Okay.
So far, you've done 32 damage.
Come on. Hit, please.
You got this, Ulfgar. Yeah, there you go.
He parries that one as well.
Okay. You can't do it again.
Shield bash.
Okay.
Shove.
20.
There you go.
5.
Hey, we take
Knock him
those.
down.
Sit, bitch.
Teabag him.
Come on, come on. 19. There it is.
Hit for 9 damage.
Woo.
Okay, he stands back up again and tries to shield bash you. Can I get a strength saving throw, please? All right, that you succeed.
Nice.
And I missed both my spear attacks. Your turn.
There you go, Ulfgar. There you go. Yes!
That hits.
Yes!
Pull out your vengeance. Pull out your vengeance.
Okay. 19.
Come on, come on, come on.
No.
Ah, that's okay. So you just have to hit him again. It's no big deal.
You're getting him.
Wait.
Come on, come on, come on. Yes!
Rabbit sticky twisted.
All right.
Yes! Ulfgar.
One more spear finds you for 11 damage.
Oh my god.
Still got that second wind. Everything outside of the fight seems normal, right? Nobody's saying anything weird. It's just normal chanting, like normal encouragement.
So thank you so much for asking. Can the 5 of you please give me perception checks?
5 of you.
I mean, I did mention that I had a bird in the air the whole time, so that was kind of perception with advantage.
Oh my god.
Fucking 13.
69.
Come on, Queenie.
Queenie, please.
Pressing this shit. Well, shit. I'm sorry.
Oh.
All right. You
Too
don't
busy
see
to talk.
you don't see one of the ice hunters slip away into the meeting hall.
Okay, good to know.
Wow.
Can we do this every turn, or do
Nope.
do I do it ever again?
Wait,
Nope.
I got inspiration. Do I actually?
Oh, unfortunately, you have to declare the use of inspiration before your roll.
I just remembered it's in this campaign. I'm so
That is true.
Okay. Whose turn was it? It was your turn, Ulfgar.
Okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration on this one.
Okay, on your attack.
This is the one.
Crit.
Ooh, miss.
Damn
He parries that one.
Okay. Can't do it again. You got this.
Shove.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Oh, yes.
Okay. You got this. You got this. Easy money. Oh, okay. Maybe not. That's fine.
It worked?
No.
Okay.
Nice try, though.
He's a 21. I think he's got plus 10, which is crazy.
Yeah, he said he's proficient in athletics, so.
Second hit.
Come on, come on, come on. Higher than 16. That's all you need. 16 or higher. Yes! Get him, Ulfgar. 67 damage. That's what we're up to now.
The nuts, Ulfgar, in the nuts.
I've given you
hey, look,
after several rounds of combat, you kind of get a feeling for your opponent, and you can see
his health.
How you get a sense for how tired he's getting.
Yield.
He does not yield, and
he refuses.
Oh
God,
Holy
My ass cheeks.
Low rolls.
For 17 damage.
Oh God.
No, it's okay. Ulfgar, you're gonna crit right now, bro.
He's still
you're
got that.
going to crit.
Yeah, you got the second win too.
That one hurt. Okay. Attack.
Come on, come on.
Oh, it hurt too bad.
He laughs at you with Uluik.
Shove.
He laughs at Uluik.
Sounds like a regular laugh.
It's exactly like
just
normal.
It's just like any other laugh you could possibly hear. It's laughing in italics.
Yeah, exactly.
Shoving the bitch.
All right, shove it. 26.
Oh,
Balls.
no.
Second attack.
Come on, come on, come on.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Hey, we like that.
Good hit. Good hit.
Like that. I guess I don't need to keep track if Anthony's just showing us already.
He presses his advantage, circling back around again to the other side, dancing.
Where is E when we needed her?
Okay.
Yeah, 3 misses. You got this, Ulfgar.
Barely turns aside his second thrust.
Okay.
Not the thrust. Keep your thrust to yourself.
First, I'm gonna bonus action second win.
Yeah, you are, and you're gonna roll a 10.
Why is Bryn always horny?
It's
this fight just gets me going. What the hell? Are you kink shaming me right now?
1d10 plus your fighter
Okay,
level.
okay.
So it could be plus
We take
those.
Queen is learning.
16
Queen
health
is learning
back.
about
16 health. We like that.
Queenie's writing in her notebook, Bryn horny. underline.
Bryn always horny.
That brings you up to
I'm learning
33.
so much about myself.
33.
Yeah, we love that because you get 8 plus the 8.
10 plus your fighter level, yeah.
Yeah. So beautiful. Then you're gonna beat the shit out of him here. Hit him twice.
Indeed.
Crit once.
Die.
You got this. You got this. You got this. Yes, 18.
Ooh, yes. The parry.
Fuck.
Oh.
Okay, so we know the parry is at least a +2. Unless it's just a like I can't imagine it's legendary.
It's +3 to 1.
Oh, okay, yeah. Come on. Yes!
Yes.
That's a hit, but he parried the right one.
Yeah, he did.
He could have parried that one too, but
okay, Ulfgar. He's lower than you. He's got less health than you now. You got this. You got him on the ropes.
Say something else to him, Ulfgar, before I roll. Say something else to him. Come on.
Say something.
Yield.
Let him know.
Come on.
Oh, that's 2 hits.
Oh, that's 2 hits.
Oh, but a critical fail. Oh, come on.
Oh, 20. No, wait. Wait, that's 2 hits. Plus 8. It's 24. 24.
Fuck you. Oh god, I'm knocked out.
Can I use my inspiration for this next attack roll?
Technically, you can
give inspiration.
We all need.
The rules were you not. That's helping above the table, but I'll allow it. Oh,
okay. You're gonna use your inspiration on this first one?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
We need the real life inspiration right now.
Yeah.
So the first attack with advantage, right?
Yes.
Britton yells out something inspiring.
Show him your vengeance!
Come on.
Let's go!
Yes!
Okay.
So close.
Wasted your inspiration.
It's never a waste. Ulfgar felt.
If we rolled a single dice, it would have been different. I don't want to hear it.
Take my inspiration to Olga.
Shove.
Okay.
I'll give him my inspiration for the shove.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Shit.
Go ahead and roll.
It's the power of friendship.
Advantage. I got a 23.
Oh fuck! Come on, Ulfgar.
Oh,
Yes!
Let's go!
Hey, knocked him
Suplex his
prone.
ass.
Yes, not wasted inspiration there, huh? DM
Yeah,
Daddy.
we didn't say nothing there, huh?
Dungeon Daddy.
Take my inspiration.
Take that.
Take my.
No, he doesn't need it this time because he's got advantage on the roll anyway. He's knocked prone.
Shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
save
shit.
that.
Shit.
Come on. Yes!
Let's go.
You
Right at the nut.
You got this.
Oh,
God, we just need 3 misses. Because if he
Hands
lands,
up.
we just need 3
Oh my
misses.
God.
15, less than 15.
Hands
Oh my
up.
god.
Holy cow.
Oh god.
Can.
Come on. Okay,
Oh.
miss. That's a miss. That's a miss.
That's
a miss.
Oh,
Come on.
Yes!
Yes.
Oh my god.
Bone Carver gives him inspiration. I'm just kidding.
wait, can I have
No,
a question? I have a question.
Hmm?
Can't what's it, Bryn use the silvery barbs? So it's like a mental thing.
It's magic, so it would probably. I don't know if Silver Barbs has a component at all. I don't know how that spell works. It's verbal, so somebody would hear it. You could use it. You have subtle spell, I imagine, right? Do you have? You're a sorcerer, yes. Who also took subtle spell.
Right? Because I was there.
Because I helped you.
Do I? Let me check. Actually.
All right, Ulfgar, your turn.
Okay.
Technically, she could be cheating her ass off this whole time.
Any inspirations, anyone?
I don't know.
I'll
Gore,
give you mine.
Gore, Leah, you got any
I'll give you
inspiration?
mine. Take it.
Yeah.
Take it. Mine. Take mine. Take mine. I already took it off my sheet.
Okay.
I don't know you, Queenie, but thank you.
You hear Queenie's voice. Get him, Ulfgar. I'm a snake. Be a snake. Come on. Yes!
Yes!
Yes! Oh my god.
Scar for you.
Tell me your vengeance isn't bricked right now.
So much vengeance.
My vengeance is venging right now.
Oh my god. Okay. Knock him prone.
Prone.
Get him,
knock him
Ulfgar.
down.
Get him.
Knock him down so
okay,
you can
that's a
finish
4.
him.
Yes. Oh no. Because he's got a plus 10. Oh, it's okay. All you gotta do is hit here. Ulfgar. Come on. Somebody inspire him.
Got this.
Say some more.
You have mine.
Fuck yeah, Leah.
Power of friendship. We
Come
turn
on.
into fairy tale right
Come
now.
on. Come on. Yes!
Yes!
Yes, Ulfgar!
Oh
Look
my
Yes!
In the nuts.
Fuck
In the
yes!
Ulfgar, on the brink of defeat, calls on his relationships with his fellow party members for inspiration to shout things, and finishes Orca Heart with one last blow as the man falls, bleeding. And
Holy shit, 9 health.
Yes,
Oh my god.
Ulfgar, yes!
I just see like Ulfgar like dropping to a knee.
Yeah, do a victory roll. Let's go. Do it.
so
Victory roll.
Bone Carver rushes forward to administer aid, but she can't quite reach Orca Heart, and he makes a death saving throw. You have a moment if you choose to try to finish off Orca Heart if you would like to try to kill him,
Or you can stabilize him.
or you could stabilize him.
Yeah, stabilizing's a good idea.
Yeah, I'll stabilize him.
Okay, go ahead and make a medicine check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
like a death saving throw.
And
It's
a
just
15.
the opposite of a death saving throw. It's like a death saving throw. Death. I guess that's the same thing. A life
DC
saving.
10.
Oh my god.
Okay,
As
well.
you lean down,
fuck.
kind of there's a collective gasp by the ice hunters as they look like, as you look like that you're going to like slit his throat or something. But as you start trying to stop kind of the bleeding from the wounds, everyone kind of relaxes, and Bone Carver rushes forward again but she's not quite within reach to aid him at all yet. If you'd like, you can make one more check to try to stabilize him before she can cast a spell.
Okay.
Oh, this bee knows magic. How convenient.
If only there's a spell right now.
There you go.
You're able to stabilize him. Yeah, he failed one death saving throw. So you're able to stabilize him and stop the bleeding. And as she steps forward, she calls on the spirit of the orca to bless this brave warrior. And she reaches down and chants over him for a minute and touches his chest as the wounds magically close, and he is healed. He stands up and climbs to his feet and extends his arm to shake yours as Barking Seal also also begins approaching, clapping his hands.
I mean, I'd like to try to approach as well if we're getting turns. I want to make sure Ulfgar's healed at this point.
Sure.
Okay.
Yo, I'm like hype. I'm hype on Ulfgar.
I'm sorry, my bad. I think I moved you,
I just
bro.
want to hug everyone.
No, I'm good.
Fuck
That was me. That was me.
That was intense.
All
That was
right.
crazy.
Queenie's gonna compliment
was-
Olgard on that one crit.
That was much more enjoyable than getting lightning breath in the face, let me tell you.
Isn't it way better on the sideline?
It's a different kind of pressure watching from the outside in. Ulfgar, you heal for 26 off of that. I can give you, I'll do it again, actually. That'll be both my spell slots, but you'll be up to near full. Where'd it go? Cure Wounds, level 4 again. Okay, you're gonna heal for another 28 health points. So 26 plus 28 is 54. So you get 54 health points back.
Isn't it 63 in total?
I don't know what. Yes, it would be for you because you had 9 left.
Yeah.
It was 9 plus 26, 35.
Yeah. You're correct.
63.
Yeah.
I'm out of spell slots though. I mean, I can use my healing light on you if you.
I
No, it's
can give
okay,
him
it's
a
okay.
potion of greater healing.
I have 10 potions. It's fine. Thank you.
Okay. I get a little offended that he would rather drink my potions than take my healing, but it's fine. It's cool. I only have one purpose.
Let me
in this whole
stab you with
party,
my
but-
dagger, round you out to a nice 60.
That's too much health. It's too much health. Fuck yeah, Ulfgar. That was close.
Holy shit, bro. That was crazy.
That was close.
I knew you had it in you.
I'm trying to think of what kind of fighter. I mean, clearly it's some kind of fighter, right? Did that one have a stat block, or how did that? Was that?
Yeah, he uses a gladiator stat block.
Gladiator. What is that? That's like a CR5, right? CR4, CR5.
Yes, 5.
Holy shit, Ulfgar. That's good
He
stuff.
did it by himself.
Fuck yeah. With no magic, didn't use your shackles, didn't use your giant's might.
Didn't show him your
It
might.
started out rough. I was worried you were rolling pretty low earlier.
They were both rolling trash.
Yeah,
honestly.
true.
It was actually a super close fight at the end.
I think.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, isn't that like
triple miss was everything?
Yeah, that was nuts. And that
friendship.
I rolled 3 misses on my last turn before you dropped me.
Ulfgar, that's a deadly encounter that you just survived by yourself.
You were about to
Yeah,
make a
he
new
was
character.
He was 1 hit from dying. I would say that qualifies as deadly.
Yeah, I mean that's you just earned 1,800 experience by yourself.
You soloed him for 1,800 XP.
Oh, shit.
What the hell?
I mean, we're using milestone, but that'd be a pretty big accomplishment.
Right.
Yeah, that is one cool thing about not using milestones, having individual XP like that. It makes it harder to track as a group and overall annoying, but that does feel
Cool
really
in
rewarding.
concept still. Yeah,
Okay,
super
Ulfgar.
rewarding.
No, I
It's
got
like
it.
when you play BG3 and then like one of your characters level earlier than the rest of them, you're like, what the hell? But they out here.
Just leave us at the camp and we invite us and we all have the same XP. Hmm?
I've got the nervous cheese now too, so I'm gonna use the restroom somewhere
Okay.
else.
All right. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll take a few minute break. I don't want to go too long tonight because I know I'm trying to be conscious of Kahan's time. He has a big day tomorrow, and I don't want to be the reason that he, God forbid, gets in a car accident after driving 6 hours because he's tired because he's up playing D&D. So
Yo, you're fine, man.
Right, I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, we'll take a few minutes.
Okay.
So who used inspiration there? Ulfgar, Arthur,
I did.
I did.
Rin, and
Laura
Leah,
did.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Quinn used hers?
Yes.
Did.
Yeah.
Okay. Only Gore has inspiration left.
Wait, I had some.
Yeah,
But we
I think I
all
gave.
got inspiration at the beginning.
Oh.
You silly goose. Not even paying
Yeah.
attention. Bakayero konoyero.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, if you click the marker
Yo, did
on the
you guys
top
hear?
right.
Rin, did you hear that you and Kahan are going to be related soon?
Oh,
Bro,
what?
shut the hell
That's
up.
that's what Bernard said.
Bernard, why would you say that? Oh, wait, he's not even here anymore. What the hell?
He left. Bernard said that. He's like, Kahan said, and I quote, "Yo, Bernard, I'm popping off with that Viet girl." And he's all, "Oh, yeah, cool. We're going to be related soon then."
That's crazy. Sound like some shit he say.
Something I'd say? Are we talking shit again? I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
No,
I'm just kidding.
you goof.
I don't care. I probably deserve it.
Shut your mouth. You do not.
I'm still hyped for Ulfgar. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. Instead of Achilles in that clip, I'm just gonna imagine Ulfgar.
I'm gonna imagine the epic ending, but then also remember like the mid game that was like so slow because everyone was missing.
That was rough. I was just imagining, two warriors just hitting shields, right?
Like,
I mean, quick
yeah.
hits, parrying.
Dodging.
Mm.
The way I always think about it, so like base armor class is 10, right?
Yeah.
So if your attack roll is less than 10, I always rule that as the other creature dodged your attack. Then
Okay.
if you're wearing, like, for example, if you're wearing plate armor, right? That makes your armor class 18. So anything less than 10
Wait,
is a miss. What?
I just realized something.
What?
He couldn't crit me because I have adamantine armor.
That's true. You gotta remember that.
You have
I
to
will
catch
not
that,
forget.
brother. I will.
Yeah,
I didn't. I
No,
knew
no,
you
no.
got that, and I
It
don't
was
remember.
it was in the moment, so fuck
Yeah,
it.
no,
If
no, no.
anyone wants to know.
No,
That's
that's good to know. That's good for me to know because I don't always show you guys my rolls. Sometimes I just, and sometimes I don't even tell you if it's a crit. So, but that's good for me to remember. Anyways, what I was gonna say was, shit, what was I gonna say?
We were talking about below a 10 dodging, above a 10 below
Oh
the
yeah,
armor class.
imagine somebody wearing plate mail and carrying a shield. If the attack roll's 10 or less, or I would say less than 10, then I always say like they dodge it, right? Your attack misses them completely. But if it's somewhere between 10 and 18, then it gets deflected by the armor. And if it's like a 19, then it would have penetrated the armor, but it's batted away blocked by a shield. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a
That's
cool
kind
way
of
of
how I
thinking
try
about
to.
it.
That's how I kind of
Yeah.
try to narrate it.
It does help conceptually for both parties.
Yeah. Um. So now, whoever it was that posted that video of Elmo in Dune, we need to get Ulfgar. We need to hire that guy that made that, or that woman that made it, and get Ulfgar photoshopped into Troy.
True.
That's the move.
My God, I catch
Muad'Dib.
up on these.
Ulfgar's just Muad'Dib.
Oh
Muad'Dib.
yeah. What do you? Oh, you
Muad'Dib.
watched the movie? Did you
I
watch the
Thanks.
movie?
no, I've seen the first one, but I watched the first one today, but we're probably gonna go see the second one next week.
Oh,
She didn't
nice.
she didn't want to watch both in a day, unfortunately, so
Dude, oh my god, I can't wait to see I can't wait for you to see it.
I'm looking forward to it. I've read the book, so like I obviously know what happens, but
but the fights, oh my god, it's so epic. Like, it reminds me of the Lord of the Rings.
That's what everybody's saying. It's like Dune is like the Lord of the Rings franchise of this generation, like the movie franchise. So.
Oh, I did hear a lot of good things about it too. I want to watch.
Yeah.
Is it based off the game, like
books.
The old game?
Yeah, there's an old book. There's a really old movie based off an even older book.
Don't watch that; it's terrible.
It's really bad. The old, but I'm trying to read. I'm trying to get through the audiobooks for the second time now. When I first watched it a while back, I got the audiobooks and I didn't get. I got to where I'm at now, and then I stopped, which is, they're taking Paul and his mother out to the desert.
Yeah, I read the first I read the trilogy, so the first three, and then I started the fourth one. I don't like the series. I really don't like the books. And the fourth one was just too much for me, and I was like, no, I'm good. And so I never finished the second trilogy. But after that, he stopped writing them, and then it was his son. His son picked up it and has written another like 18, and they're all pretty bad. So.
Yeah.
Not destroying the legacy. What the hell? Yeah. Keon, you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Cool. So, all right. So you guys win the fight, and Barking Seal approaches the group and claps his hands at the show, calls out a few things. A lot of the people in the crowd throughout the fight obviously were chanting for Orcaheart, but everyone recognizes Ulfgar's medal in one-on-one combat with someone who's obviously a great warrior for them. It was a very close fight. Everybody could see that, and it came down to the last blows there. Barking Seal, true to his word, offers you to stay in the village for the night, and leads you into the village, shows you around. The village itself, it's in a sheltered spot near the center of the iceberg. When the wind blows, which is most of the time, snow whips off the surrounding drifts and surrounds the settlement in a swirling shroud of white. There are 20 structures which make up the village, divided between snow block shelters similar to igloos and the double-walled yurts made from sealskin. 16 of these structures are small one-room family dwellings. One ice block shelter is a storeroom for the gear that's owned by the tribe in common, including multiple fishing nets, heavy ropes, and other supplies used for whaling. One yurt near the center of the village is slightly larger than the others, and that's Barking Seal's home. That's this one right here.
Where? I'm sorry. Where? I guess you can zoom out. You can see all this stuff.
Yeah. So these are all These are all the single family homes right here. I'm gonna just use the ruler because it's more visible. But like these are all the single. I'm sorry. These are all the single family homes right here. Again, just so everybody there's no miscommunication here. This is a map someone else made, not from the module. It would have been less fun if this was Theater of the Mind, I think. But anyways, so this yurt right here is Barking Seals, and then this one is the storage room. The largest structure in the village. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, I missed one. Oh yeah, there is one yurt that stands apart from the others in the southwestern corner over here. It's home to Bone Carver, and it is surrounded by many animal totems and whalebone carvings all around the outside of the hut. The largest structure here in the middle of the village is like a meeting hall, and that is where you guys retreat to with the ice hunters as they tend to work a heart and welcome you into their village. None of them offer you to come into their home, um, but everyone kind of congregates in the meeting room. They leave the dogs outside, and the dogs have stopped barking now that you guys have been kind of accepted. You know, they see that you guys aren't a threat at this point, or at least don't appear to be one.
Can I ask? I'm so sorry. As you're describing all this, are you said that they're like honoring their word and showing us like they're inviting us in, but is the air of tension still there before? Like you said, there was this. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's not a kind of a tense hostility anymore. You guys have you know, been true to your word as far as the challenge, and it seems to you like this is a it's like an honor thing, right? You know, you accepted the challenge, you won, you beat the challenge. I mean, I don't want to, number one, I don't want to give spoilers, and number two, I don't want to derail us again, but it's much like Paul's fight with the Fremen, the first fight that he has with the Fremen, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what that means.
It's an honor fight, essentially. It's a challenge. It's a duel. I mean, it's a duel. So Paul kills him reluctantly.
Yeah. So he you know, he has accepted, you guys have been accepted into the community at this point. They absent someone incurring you know, dishonor, you are essentially under the tribe's protection at this point. As long as you don't threaten them, they're not going to threaten you, and they are willing to let you spend the night here and try to answer your questions as best as they can.
Got it.
Bless you.
Thank
Bless
you.
So inside the meeting hall down here, you see that it is heavily decorated with whalebone and the skulls of various fish and other mammals. It is one large room, and the floor of the hall is actually made of wooden planks salvaged from ships caught in the sea of moving ice. You do notice also that there's no columns of smoke which rise above the village to give away its location. Since the Sea of Moving Ice features no natural wood or peat to burn, the only wood they have is from ships which are caught and crushed in the icebergs and recovered, you know, basically driftwood. Um, some of which is used to form their spears, and some of which is here on the floor of the village hall. The only artificial heat that they have to stay warm comes from many lamps and tiny stoves which burn what looks like some kind of whale oil. Scattered throughout the village, you see lots of fish, whale meat, seal meat, all of which is either eaten raw or dried on racks that are scattered around the village. Everyone can go ahead and give me a survival check, please.
I would love to.
Got a +4 in that. Yes! Roll 16.
Peace.
Hey, 3 16s.
14, 12, and 20.
30, 20.
Hey, Ulfgar's out here carrying us tonight.
Okay.
Ulfgar said, "Get on my dwarven back."
Not just Ulfgar, but Bryn, Arthur, Leah, Gore, even Quinny.
Holy
It is
shit.
obvious. It is obvious to all of you as you are shown around this rather small village, floating in the middle of the ocean, that the ice hunters, who clearly gather their food by fishing on the waters, they're whaling, sealing, fishing. Clearly, based on what you've seen as you walk through the village, they must produce far more food than the number of villagers alone would require.
They feed in something. Something that protects them.
Uh-oh. I think I know what's going on.
Have we
Something that might be known as the draghorn, because the draghorn's not a thing, it's a creature. Mic drop. Maybe. That's my theory. That's my theory.
are
just a theory.
a game theory?
Game theory.
Thanks for
A
watching.
white dragon that freezes people.
It's
What?
Are there so with that survival check or with the perception check or with the acknowledgement, are there any other signs above the ice? Like, is there anything that seems like, I don't know, is there a landing? Are there marks leading away? I mean, we came up the staircase, right? So the chasm, I assume we didn't see anything up that way, but like.
No, there are no helicopter pads. There are no runways. Nope.
This is a big ass iceberg. Out of character.
They're feeding it outside of Berg.
I don't think so. Okay, Arthur doesn't know anything. We didn't really think. Jonathan, however, I think we're on top of it. This is a big ass iceberg. We just went up the stairs for a long ways. I don't think if there's no signs above the ice, there's got to be signs below the ice. That's just Jonathan speaking. Arthur doesn't know shit. So
that would explain why we would find it immediately.
Yeah.
Because it's not like it's like enchanted by magic or hidden by magic. It's quite literally something that moves that we just happen to run into.
Yeah. But again, I asked the question, we didn't see anything. So, although we do know that something is being fed here, right? Something is being wherever it is.
Deduce that for whatever reason, the villagers are producing much more food from their fishing than they would otherwise need for survival.
Okay. So if
as Vast Barking Seal shows you to the cold storage, it is clear that that even their food stores don't account for production.
Food is not there that should be, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
They have more food. They have more food than they could possibly ever eat.
Got it. Okay.
Ask him what he does with what they do with the excess food.
Like, are y'all having feasts every night?
Yes.
Right.
Maybe make it a weird one. Just say, your clan or your villagers are seemingly prodigious hunters or fishermen to store this much food.
Orca Heart has quite the appetite, as you might.
What? Did you say Arcathar? Is that what you just said?
Orca Heart.
Orca Heart. I was like, Arcathar? Who the fuck is Arcathar? I was like, I've let some DMs slip before. I was like, what the fuck is an Arcathar?
Is Orca Heart and Ulfgar's
That's
love
true.
child.
I mean, if he gets his ass kicked like that every night, I imagine he probably builds up an appetite from being healed constantly.
That's
I
so
I
rough.
have a child. I was like, what?
Orca.
When he's bearing child.
This year, we will bring you food shortly.
Food.
Yes.
Okay, so where are we resting? Which building are we in?
The storage one, which I randomly dropped to.
This one.
That was this one.
Yeah.
No, I don't know which. That is his house. That is Broken Barking Seal's home. This is the meeting hall in the middle.
This is storage right here, the one with the barrels.
Can you just move us there?
I could.
You could.
Just put us there.
Fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Did we overstep?
I'm sorry.
Taking away all of your control.
Can you just do my action?
Okay, so he's brought us to this cold storage area and left us here.
Yeah, he's promises that the villagers will bring you food shortly.
Okay. I mean, I can put up. Actually, I can't. I need an hour.
If you push J, you can check your quest log and see that you successfully infiltrated.
You're an asshole. I actually did press J. I thought it was a feature that you were talking about, like you were adding stuff. I'm over here pressing J like a fucking idiot, and then I realized you're making a Baldur's Gate reference.
Unnatural. It's not wrong.
Don't. Okay.
I almost pressed it too.
You guys are so silly.
Give me an hour, and I can give us. Actually, no, I don't need a spell slot. I have Lehman's tiny hut. Give me 10 minutes, and I can put up a literal protective dome around us that only allows us in.
The ice hunters might not look kindly to that use of magic, just so you're aware.
I mean, once we're in here and the tent is closed, how are they gonna know?
Oh, I guess that. I mean, unless and until someone comes to deliver food to you, but yeah.
They can knock, and I can maybe quickly dismiss it, I suppose.
Yeah, can they knock on the sheet of the tent?
I think it's better not to use magic right now.
It's fine.
Fine.
I'm just a warlock not using magic. It's cool. It's fine. No, you're right. Ulfgar's right. You guys are right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, what do we trying to discuss here? I mean, Ulfgar can continue to tend to his wounds.
Oh God.
Are we? Is this considered a short rest?
Yeah, you guys can definitely take a short rest.
You know what you could do during that short rest, Jonathan? Cast spells.
I can get all my spells back. That's what I'm saying. I'm a short rest fiend. Like that's what I do. But
I was gonna ask, is a long rest gonna like hinder us in any way? We could just long rest and continue our search. No.
Well, I mean, we're waiting for food, so I imagine someone's gonna bring us food, and there'll be some kind of interaction.
Plus, we need to talk to them. Like now that we're on good terms, like we need to find out like about. Well, we're not gonna bring up the Drakhorn. We're just gonna talk about maybe
the
person.
Macath.
Thank you. Yes.
Maybe we've also
doing some study in here.
What was that?
I said that we tell them that if they ask us again, what Macath doing? Just say that probably study.
Yeah.
Study. Oh, like what they're doing here.
She's a scholar. You know, you're just trying to, and we lost contact with her, kind of thing, or they did. Maybe we built up enough. Maybe we built up enough rapport to like ask about the bodies out front. Like they're still there, right? We haven't mentioned them. They haven't mentioned them to us. The shaman said that they haven't seen people in years, which would imply that those soldiers, the dwarf and the ice people, have been there for years, which may be true, or they were preserved in the ice. But I mean, would we identify if those Luskar uniforms? Are they older? Are they newer? Are they anything? Can we determine anything like that?
I mean, fashion trends in Luskan haven't changed much in the last 3 or 4 years, so
that's fair. I mean, we can at least ask them.
Yeah.
And then see if we can detect if they're lying to us.
Okay. So you guys rest for a while, and after about an hour or so, you do hear the sound of people approaching your tent, including Bone Carver and Barking Seal and Orca Heart. The 3 of them come to visit you, pay you a visit, and they bring food with them.
Is Bone Carver one word or two?
It is one.
Never thought I'd ask that, but
yeah, it is one. Barking Seal is 2 words. Bone Carver is 1.
And Orca Heart's 1 as well, right?
Orca Heart is 1.
Do these villagers have a name? Like, do they identify themselves as something?
No. Okay. They call Oya Vigaton home, but they are just another tribe of ice hunters.
Chief of Oya Vigaton ice hunters. Got it. Thank you.
Who did I fight again? Bone Carver or
Orca Heart?
Orca Heart.
Yeah.
Bone Carver is the shaman. Sorry, maybe it's easier if I do. Save. Undo. Chief. A heart will do. Okay. Um, Barking Seal approaches your the storage room, and even though he obviously owns the village, he does respect your privacy and asks you if he can enter and deliver food.
I'll relay that to the party. I imagine this is all done in this weird language, right?
Yeah, everything is in Uluwik. He does speak a tiny bit of common with an Aluskan dialect, but they call it rough Aluskan. But for any kind of meaningful conversation, it would have to transpire in Uluwik. And obviously, Halfface has a crew member that can translate if necessary, but with comprehend languages, you left him on the boat.
Yeah. And they're all human, right? There's nothing. All the ice hunters
Yeah,
are human.
They're all humans. There's no elves. There's no dwarves. There's no anything. They're all humans, male, female, and obviously boy and girl children running around.
Sure. Sorry, it's just for notes. I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for the sake of completeness, you note that about half the sled dogs are male and half the sled dogs are female.
Thank you. Earlier when Bone Carver was healing Orca Heart, was that magic? Did I or Leah or
It was divine magic. She's a shaman basically.
So a druid, a fake druid.
Yeah, she's
druid light, a diet druid,
druid.
Sugar-free druid.
Yeah,
Druid wannabe.
Druid 0.
She's an NPC druid.
Sandstorm.
Druid sandstorm. Perfect. Perfect.
All right, go on. DM. We're sorry.
No, that's okay. He was just asking if he could come in and deliver your food.
Ooh, what we got?
Oh, sure. Give it. Come on in. What do they bring?
Food.
Can we invite them in to eat with us? Can we share the food?
Yes, they will come in and deliver
Eat in the
food.
storage with us.
Barking Seal.
You've got a whole warm meeting hall over there, but we should definitely be eating in this cold storage tent. It's fine. I won't use magic though to warm it up for us. It's all good. It's fine.
You know, at the suggestion, he invites you into the meeting hall if you prefer it. He just figured you'd want to eat alone.
Oh, I mean, I appreciate his gesture. If he's going to join us for a meal, then we welcome him in. I welcome him in. Everybody else, any objections?
No
Leah,
objection.
Queenie, Gore, you guys. No, Ulfgar, how are you feeling?
I wanna. What is the term? There's a term for it, like. I don't know. I just wanna, I guess, hug Orca to, like, a proud warrior, to salute him.
Like a salute.
Oh, okay. Like show deference to Orca kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Nice. Go ahead and make a you can either make a performance check or a persuasion check, I guess.
Persuade him that hug is good, bro.
Okay.
Right.
The hug.
He kind of accepts your respectful gesture, but he doesn't seem to quite understand the point behind it. Yeah.
Okay.
Understood. In any event, Barking Seal, Orca Heart, and Bone Carver, each carrying 2 plates of fish, set them down, and before you even try it, Bone Carver explains to you, Arthur, in Uluik, that The fish itself is slightly spoiled and raw, which is the way her people prefer it. They actually like the tanginess of the meat that's kind of gone past its prime.
Isn't there a fish that isn't there like an Arctic fish that they actually is it monkfish?
I think you're thinking monkfish.
Monkfish, isn't that like
Yes.
Yeah, it's apparently like absolutely awful to anyone who didn't grow up with it, but
Oh, I have no idea. That's out of my ballpark, but
yeah, this is not this is out of character. This is somewhat normal for regions like this, but go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, so as they set the plates down in front of you, you can smell the kind of odor from the fish that's kind of spoiled. It's not rotten, but it's definitely starting to break down on its own. It's described as both raw and slightly spoiled, so it's past its prime, I would say. It's kind of like when you open up the chicken and you get that smell and you're like, ooh, do I cook it? Do I throw it away? Is it worth it? Do I
You're
really
telling
want
me
to
it's
get sick?
fermenting? It's fermenting?
Exactly. That's the
Yes.
word I'm looking for.
Yes.
So, and she admits openly that is on purpose. That is the way that
That's the way it's
the tribe
prepared.
prefers the kind of flavor of it. Otherwise, it's too bland for them.
It also
and
preserves
so,
it pretty well.
Yeah.
I eat it
Well,
all.
I happily and respectfully eat it. Like I travel a lot and I eat a lot of things. I boast.
I mean, I'd like to offer some to them first.
Oh, that's okay. They already ate.
Well, yeah, we'll pretend to eat it.
So we have their leftovers.
I do that illusion of like I like turn to the side and they head to my side profile and I like feed the fish like past my mouth.
Can I I mean they don't I guess they would see the magic or whatnot. I don't know. I'd like to prestidigitate the flavor of the fish away.
You'd like to clean the flavor?
I mean, prestidigitate allows me to adjust the flavor of something.
Okay. Are you doing everybody's or just yours?
I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna wait. Like I don't really think I need to eat it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, until they leave, I'd rather just have conversation with them. I suppose if they're here, they're all three here.
Yeah, they're happy to chat while you guys eat. That's fine.
I mean, I'll continue to translate and I'll explain to the party, obviously, the fish and, explain their customs and how that works. And then
I don't think Ulfgar was bothered to wait.
that sounds about right. But, yeah, I mean,
I lean over to Ulfgar. Is like, are you doing a saving throw right now?
How's it? Are you saving?
Are you saving throwing right now?
Ulfgar's like, what?
That's a question to Ulfgar, but it's actually a question to DM.
How is it? I guess turn to the party. Is there anything that anyone has? Like, does anyone have questions for them? I would like to bring up the shaman's magic.
Wall people.
And I would like to bring up the wall people.
The wall people, absolutely. I feel like that's like a good icebreaker hat, simply because it's something that we can talk about that's immediate and apparent, as opposed to like, oh, there's this person we're looking for, don't know if you've seen them or not, and they can kind of play dumb. But yeah, let's just build rapport and like chat about something concrete.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right. Before we offend them with the magic talk, I think wall people would be the first person.
Wall people is good.
First thing.
The titans in the walls.
We'll just mention, as we approach. Go ahead, Queenie.
I got a question. Did they mention why they hate magic or they don't?
They've not mentioned it. We've not really had a conversation. They've just been completely against it. Would be a
good question.
That was going to be my like second. Well, when we talked about the magic, like with the shaman, I was going to be asked, do you hate all magic or just certain magic? Because that
you get down with certain magic.
That be over there definitely. Orcahart didn't heal himself. Let me tell you that. It is a good question, Laura. So as a vote, who wants to talk about what first? Are we doing wall people or magic? Gore, wall people or magic?
I say wall people.
Wall people. Bryn, wall people or magic?
Dude, yeah, I'm all the way wall people.
Wall people. Ulfgar, wall people or magic?
What?
Great. Leo, Leo, wall people or magic?
That's so
Yeah,
out
Good
of
answer. Good
character.
answer.
That's great.
I think Leah said magic. Is that right?
Yes, I
Yes.
did hear
Okay,
that as well.
Queenie, wall people or magic?
I'd say all people just to,
Okay.
avoid trouble.
Arthur would have voted for magic, but 3-2 without Ulfgar's vote means wall people goes first. So that would be my first, translating everybody's concerns is that you mentioned not seeing outsiders for many years or having many visitors to the village. What do you know who those villagers were, or rather not villagers, do you know who those outsiders were in the ice wall as we approached the village, or how long ago they were placed there?
Barking Seal responds to your question. The 3 human southerners and the dwarf came about 3 years ago. They did not respect our traditions.
So you said the dwarf and the 3 Luskers, is that correct?
Yes, the southerners.
And what of the ice hunters?
They did not protect the tribe.
So they were villagers. They were your villagers before.
They're punished.
Indeed.
I imagine that's a pretty severe punishment.
When you live out here, there is no room for failure. Failure means death for the entire tribe.
That's valid. That's valid.
And when were they placed in the wall? Before or after the arrival of the villagers or the outsiders?
Before.
Long before?
Yeah.
Like, can we get a time frame? How many moons? How many? I'm guessing you don't have seasons around here. How do you track time? That's a good question. How do you do that?
What is time but an artificial creation?
That's a pretty...
The sun rises and the sun sets. Every day is the same.
That's a pretty deep thought for an iceberg liver, but sure. Yeah, I got it.
That was like equally deep as it was neutrally like unthought out.
I mean, time is not artificial for the growing of a child, correct? A child ages, a child turns into an adult turns into an elder dies. That's a form of time that is not arbitrary or irrelevant. How many life cycles, how many children were born and died between the two events? Suck it. You thought you got me, didn't you? Son of a bitch.
None.
What'd you say?
There have been no full life cycles. I would say that it's been
within one generation.
Yes, it has been probably five years now.
Oh, so now we measure it in years, huh? I got it.
Were placed in the wall.
I'm just kidding. I appreciate it. Okay. Fantastic.
Okay.
So, I mean, obviously, I relayed that to the party. I would like
Seems
to.
pretty unrelated.
The two seem unrelated if they happened so far apart. My question would be, my question to the party that I'm talking to the party with is, I'd like to know. They said that the outsiders didn't respect their culture or traditions. I would like to know what offense they caused so that we may avoid the same if possible.
Yeah, not a bad idea. I guess my assumption immediately was maybe it had something to do with the duel, and they like chose not to duel, or they like tried to just fight as a group, and that's what happened to them. But that's just a guess. I just assumed things.
I mean, that's a very good theory.
Yeah.
But it could be as simple as, what if they won the duel and then it came to this fucking monkfish and they didn't fucking eat it? And then they got turned into a fucking
I mean,
goddamn
Ulfgar's eating
popsicle.
enough for the rest of us, so I mean, I think he's bringing honor upon our whole family at this point.
Thanks, Ulfgar. You're saving us doubly here.
He worked up an appetite.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to ask, and maybe that's a good transition to the magic thing.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, they're popsicleized. I'm like, how'd you do that?
Does anybody else have any questions about that or anything they want clarified? Or other than that, I mean?
What were proceeds?
I guess after the magic thing, I would mention Makoth, but
mention what?
Everyone else, Makoth.
Oh yeah. That's absolutely.
Yeah, but if anyone.
That's a very good point.
Other questions.
Okay.
After the magic stuff.
It's gonna be my good finish.
Then that'll be my next. Next question is kind of as a segue into did the outsiders refuse an honorable duel? Is that how they ended up in the ice wall?
They relied too much on their new gods.
Magic. You're saying they used magic, is that correct?
Indeed.
And you mentioned the new gods. Is it safe to assume that your shaman, that the villagers and your shaman are worshippers of older gods? May I ask which one? We have well, we know of many gods. We are followers of many gods in our party.
We do not believe in gods here. We rely on the spirits of nature. Hold, please, while I look up their names.
Hold, please.
Oh, yes. Here we go. Barking Seal kind of steps back and defers to Bone Carver. He says, I will let her explain our pantheon. You all have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. He steps out of the tent, Workahart following him. Bone Carver kind of turns and steps forward, and she says, We worship totems of animals from the world around us, such as clever Umiu, the gray seal, grandfather walrus, great white bear, and Pindalpau. Pindalpau, the reindeer mother. Do we want those all typed out?
Please. I got the grand seal, the
clever gray seal, grandfather walrus, great white bear, and Pindle Pow Pow, the reindeer mother.
Pow Pow.
I'm gonna lie to you, a Bone Carver. These all sound pretty fake to me, but no.
How dare you call my spirit?
It sounds like you guys workshopped this right before.
God.
It's my God.
Sounds like y'all workshopped this when you guys were making the dinner.
Well, I'm
what
not.
You call him? How about Pindle Pow Pow?
Pindle Pow Pow, the reindeer mother.
Wow.
I imagine your gods are from the birth of or I assume you believe your gods are from the birth of the world.
Indeed.
I kind of Leah, how much have you shared with the group? Do we even know who your warlock patron is? Do we know anything about you?
I don't think so.
No, she just does the crazy like channeling thing where her eyes roll back in her head when she does something.
I love knowing more about Queenie than Leah. It's my favorite part.
I am working. With
I am
that.
working.
Gormsh is pretty old too. I mean, how much do we know about Gore?
Grumsh.
Grumsh.
I feel like y'all know that, no?
I don't know. That's up to you.
I know
have
about
you
it
have you
out of
shared that with us?
character.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. I don't know how old Grumsh is. Grumsh, what is his origins? Is he a newer god in the pantheon, or is he an older one?
He's been around for a long time.
He was
He
the
has a
OG5, right?
he has a blood duel with Lathander. So as long as Lathander's been around, he's been around. But um, yeah, I mean, she explains clearly that her, they're gods, if you want to call them that, the spirits that they revere, definitely, rely on nature, and she's happy to discuss the finer points of those, um, you know, if you really want to, but
I
uh,
mean, what is I guess the biggest thing is what we want to know where do they differentiate the magic coming from, I guess. What magic do they consider respectable and allowed, and what magic do they consider offensive? Because if her magic comes from the spirits, we could just lie. I mean, what is the how does she
it's
know where my magic comes from?
yeah, I mean, it's kind of it's not so much. Obviously, especially if you're doing it in another language, she's not going to be able to, understand who you're praying to. But, um, and somatic component or verbal components aren't even necessarily in a specific language. But it's more of a flavor thing, right? Like they are more favorable towards divine natural magic that like a druid or a ranger would cast than something like a warlock or a wizard or even a bard, although the storytelling is kind of the bard magic is kind of
Yeah, it's
It's in
complicated.
his
in
own
the
class.
yeah
What
it
about
is.
what about giant magic?
It's
Just
Yeah, so
runes.
like the frost runes is kind of also kind of a gray area for them because it's not like, you didn't study that spell out of a book in a library, you know what I mean? That is more of an inherent. It's hard to explain. I mean, it's not so much.
I mean, I know what you mean.
I
I'm
smell what you put in DM.
There's not really a fine line. It's up to it's
It's up to
in a
your
lot.
brain flavor.
Yeah, in a lot of cases, it's up to how the person interprets it, the effects of the spell, how it's cast and things like that. If you're summoning, conjuring fire elementals, that's gonna be
Could
very
I show her my Kieran horn? Could I show her my spellcasting focus and try to relate with her and be like my magic
Mhm.
comes from a spirit, a
Right?
celestial spirit kind of
Yeah,
thing.
absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, I don't. I know the party knows. I've made it pretty. I've opened up to the party about like my celestial background and that I'm not
Mhm.
actually human at all, but no one else knows. So I mean, maybe sharing with her that my magic comes from, in a sense, a spirit as well. It's tied to a divine being. It's tied to the world. It's tied to the earth, Kieran, or mythical creatures. Um, Maybe I can try to bridge some kind of relationship that way.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. I would
Okay.
love you
Why don't
to
you make
have
a
freedom to spellcasty.
Why don't you make a persuasion check,
Sure.
and you can roll with advantage even.
Fingers crossed.
You got this.
23. Good thing. Thank you for the
Yeah.
advantage.
Nice.
Yeah. So you kind of try to explain the way your warlock pact magic um works, and she kind of balks at first at the idea of forming an actual pact with another entity. She prays to the spirits, and they often answer her, but she doesn't have this idea of an agreement or a contract kind of with them. this pact magic. Kind of.
Can I maybe appeal to her like sense of
Well, hold on. Let me finish. So
sorry.
she that's okay. So as you try to explain kind of like the way warlock magic works, she kind of balks at it and frowns. But as you produce the spellcasting focus, the Kirin horn, and you explain its origin and that it is from this celestial kind of animal, it it strikes us a string in her heart and in her mind, and she kind of relates to that. How is it any different than, in her mind, she thinks, how is this any different than, the horn of a narwhal, or the tooth of a great shark or something like that. um, and the idea that you can channel your magic through this to connect to this entity somewhere, you know, on another plane of existence blows her mind. And you see kind of a different light in her eyes as she looks upon you. And she says, at first I thought that this was some kind of parlor trick. How could a southerner speak such fluent Uluic? No one has ever come from the south and spoken this way. Even the great fishers that brave our waters and return back to the south, which again, if it's not obvious, Luskin is far north of the Sword Coast, but for them, they refer to anybody as Southerners, being at
Right.
the
Everything is south of them.
yeah. But anyways, even they can barely piece together phrases of our language, mostly because they just don't spend enough time with us. But the way this magic, the way the Kirin horn allows you to speak and understand us, you may be the people I've been waiting for.
I'm like pulling out Arthur's shirt. I'm like, translate.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely want to let my party fill them in on what was just said. I'll explain to them, what essentially what you just detailed out.
Mm-hmm.
Say that she seems more receptive to us than she was just moments ago. I'm more than
She interrupts you and reaches over and pulls the plate of fish away from Ulfgar and stop eating that. Tell them to stop eating.
I immediately don't eat the fish.
Why?
Anybody who did eat the fish needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God.
Is this poison?
It is poison.
Oh God.
I have resistance.
You do have resistance. I think you get advantage on your saving throw.
Yeah.
I will say I feel like I did partake some.
Okay.
Gore, can I tell Gore to go? Gore, did you eat any?
No.
Could you go stand by the door?
Absolutely.
Hey, look at that. Ulfgar's out.
I was trying to.
Okay.
Where's the door again?
I think the light here. I think light's coming out. We're
Yeah.
just X just dead. Jesus.
What
Okay.
the? Oh, okay.
Bryn, you
16 G.
16 points of damage. And Wolfgar, you get half damage, so you only take 3 damage.
You want to trade?
Importantly, Bryn looks around and he says, "I don't feel so good."
Mr. Stark.
And,
Yeah, Mr. Stark.
and then
Sorry.
he slumps over and falls off the barrel that he was sitting on, unconscious on the floor. And Bone Carver curses in Uluak and immediately puts her hands up and says, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know you guys could help us like this."
Can you help him now?
Yeah, yes, if you will allow me, yes.
I mean, I'll let the party know. I'd like to roll. I mean, like to see if she's telling the truth.
Go ahead.
I would like to insight from my
From your
unconsciousness.
unconscious. Anybody else doing anything? Are you anybody else trying to do the same? I'm relaying this to you. I'm letting you guys know. I'm trying to. Also, can you, man, Ulfgar, can you move Bryn's body closer to Gore so that
Yes, sir.
he's getting some kind of benefit from that? I don't. I mean, this might be useless now, but you know, mechanically.
I can't move his character, so.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and roll insight. Leah, Queenie, Ulfgar, Gore, anything you'd like to do? I rolled a fucking 9. So.
Brand movie character.
Can we
I
also
can help
do
you?
insight?
Oh.
What was that, Mel?
I mean, I can either help you so you can roll again, or I can roll myself. I just don't have a modifier.
I don't either. I actually have a 1, I guess. So go help Gore. You and Gore.
I have.
Alright. Gore, roll with advantage.
I have +3.
Alright. 17.
Yeah, you can roll individually then, Queenie, if you're trying to. If you're.
Oh, that's
Better than mine.
As far as everybody can tell, she's telling the truth. She appears honestly sorry that she tried to poison you guys, and explains that she put it in the fish before she fully understood your nature.
Hell, that was poison.
Wolfgar's tummy hurts a little bit.
I toot a little.
Just think Bryn's a wuss, can't eat the fermented fish, passed out from the drunkenness. I mean, I will, if we all believe that she's telling the truth, I'll stand over her to monitor anything. I mean, obviously I can.
Okay.
Leah, Queenie, you have magical abilities too, if you want to keep an eye and make sure that.
Worst case scenario, you can always counterspell, but she if you took counterspell. But anyways,
always.
Yes. She leans down and prays to Pindle Pow Pow, the reindeer mother, and tries.
I'm done.
You're fucked, Bryn. I'm just kidding.
She casts protection from poison on Bryn, neutralizing the poison that she put in the fish, and momentarily flick back open again.
All right. I am conscious.
Does that?
So she explains that I apologize. I'm gonna try to wrap this all up here quickly so that people can go. But she explains her after you recover Bryn, she steps back and she kind of sets the table with her people's plight. She explains that while she is not willing to risk the lives of her tribesfolk in any battles, she does explain that Oya Vigaton is home to Old White Death, a dragon that goes by the name of Arathator.
Ooh.
Or
Oh boy.
Of
Oh my
course.
goodness.
Fucking A.
Is he related to Arthur?
and he has a layer here in Oya, one of his seasonal layers in Oya Vigaton. He's not always here, but he's always in the area. He is here now, and he is the one who encased the individuals in the wall of ice. That they did come with Macath the Crimson, the tiefling that you described, They were slain by the dragon and encased in the wall of ice. The six ice hunters that you saw on the wall tried to flee Oya Vigaton, but Old White Death hunted them down and killed them and forced the other ice hunters of the tribe to put them in the wall as a reminder not to try and leave.
That makes
So
sense.
basically, the long and the short of it is that her tribe is trapped here. They are bound to fish and hunt food for the dragon, which they give as a tithe to Arathator, in exchange for their what the dragon considers protection.
Oh, typical.
the, the most concerning thing that she tells you, however, is that this iceberg layer serves primarily. Again, he has multiple layers throughout the sea of moving ice. The tales are that he haunts the sea of ice like an avenging wind, and his chief layer is beneath a remote mountain peak um, known as Lone Fang Mountain. But he does use the Oya Vigaton iceberg primarily as a mating ground for him and his mate, another ancient white dragon called
What?
Oh God.
Arveat
Where are we?
the white worm.
Are they both here now?
Hmm.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
No, no, they're not.
No, Arathator is here, um, but God, how do you say that?
Arveatoris?
Arveatoris is not.
Okay. But they're both ancient white dragons?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is not what I wanted to wake up to. Give me that monkfish again.
Adult white dragon.
Okay, just adult. Fuck, that's better. I mean, not two at once, but it's still.
And the one we fought was small, right?
No,
Wait.
there was also an adult white dragon.
Oh, okay.
But ancient, does that differentiate it somehow?
It would, but
Or
he corrected it and said it's not ancient.
okay,
It's
okay.
Arveatoris is an ancient white dragon.
Okay, cool.
Arathator is not. He is just an adult white dragon.
Oh, okay.
And they fucking.
And they
Yeah,
fucking
he's into older women, you know.
He got that dog in him.
Damn.
Yeah.
And if she hadn't made it clear yet, for whatever reason, Arathator seems to have spared Makath's life, although she is also a prisoner of the iceberg and exists down below in his lair.
Can she take us there or show us the way?
Yes, she explains that there's two entryways into the iceberg below. One is under the wooden planks in the meeting hall, and one is through a secret entrance in her hut.
How can we get there without the rest of the village knowing?
If you're trying to be discreet about it, the entrance from her hut is definitely the better option. She can try to sneak you over there to her hut and give you access to subterranean portion of the iceberg through that rather than trying to go through the meeting hall.
What was the plan if we were all poisoned?
I don't think this would be a plan if they continued the
No, I mean,
poison.
like, what were they gonna do with us if we were poisoned? Would we be disposed of somewhere?
You would have been bound and taken below as offerings.
So either way, we'd end up in the same place.
Yes.
Ironically, yes.
Can she just pretend? Can we all pretend that the poison worked then? Can, like, if let's say we did, let's say we willingly failed, let's say we were all poisoned.
Take our stuff though.
I mean, could Bone Carver make it not the case? I don't know. Could she deliver it to us some way? I mean, if she knows of the way inside if she has access through her tent, could she take our stuff and deliver it to us that way? Do they lead to the same place is what I'm asking.
Yeah, she gives you a general layout of the entire caves, ice caves underneath the village. There's a whole network of ice caves that are inhabited by Arathator and his minions, including ice toads, kobolds, ice trolls, etc. So, but let's do that at the start of the next session.
Okay.
Hey.
That's good.
GG's.
All right, GG. I'm gonna go to bed.
No.
I don't talk to you.
Safe flights. Or safe drive. You're not flying. Safe drive up there. Bernard's safe flights, and then don't forget the roadhead.
Yes, important.
Let us know how it goes.
Wow.
Yes.
For sure.
Oh, one other thing that she says right before she disconnects is that the dragon itself enters the caves by way of various underwater tunnels that connect to his lair, but they are too deep and well hidden to be used by any humans or adventurers of other races.
AKA the bee's gonna run again.
Through tunnels.
We can breathe underwater. I get that for 24 hours. I mean, we can't. It's still cold, so I guess it doesn't.
Yeah. There's no solving that problem.
There's not. I don't got anything about that. Stay warm underwater spell.
We have 2 brooms. We can fight on brooms now too. You know.
True. I don't know if you can outpace a dragon in the air, unfortunately, on your broom.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate it, guys. Sorry if it's a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
You're good, bro.
Congratulations to Ulfgar for the crazy.
I thought that was a great fight.
Epic.
Sick.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, Laura.
Good night.
Good night.
So at the start of next session, I'll give you guys a kind of rough layout of the caves, and you guys can figure out a strategy of kind of what you want to do.
Okay.
Are you dropping it in Disco?
I mean, we'll probably just have
Or
a
is that
map.
just like
Yeah, I haven't figured that out yet. I don't know if I want to give you guys an exact map or what, but we'll see.
Okay.
You'll see. And I'm not necessarily going to bed right now, but Mel was saying she was getting tired, and I know Kahan wanted to not go too late tonight because he has to drive tomorrow.
Right.
So I figured that was a good talking point.
I'll end stream and I'll be right back then.
Okay, yeah, I might get like a little snack or something.
Alrighty, friends. Thanks for joining us if you're out there. To Purdue, thank you for the follow earlier if you're still around. Sorry about that. I usually don't talk much directly to the stream when we're playing because I'm just a player. So I try to type and welcome people as I can, but welcome to the den, welcome to the channel. We do play, if you're a D&D fan, we play on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time in a Candlekeep campaign that I am the DM for. And then we play on Thursday nights at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time in the Horde of the Dragon Queen campaign. We're in the second half of that, Rise of Tiamat, and Anthony is the DM for that. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. So we'll be back tomorrow morning with some more Final Fantasy VIII at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, and then move into the weekend with some more Divinity. So appreciate you all for being here. As always, love you very much, and I will see you tomorrow. Night, everybody.